It's like one of those.
Oh, you hold it. All right.
No. You tap it with your finger. Yeah.
And then I said, I can't even read. Hi, I'm Nicholas Grayson. Welcome to the second block of the show. With me, I have...
Imran, the news editor for Fanbite.
And...
JV. I have nothing to do with Fanbite. I'm just friends with him.
Chill, just vibing.
Yeah. Hi, everyone.
Hi. Thank you so much to us for having this.
Watching from the hospital.
What's up, Michael?
Hi, Michael.
Turn this shit up so the nurses get confused.
Tell them all about Fanbite.
Yeah, tell the nurses about Fanbite.
Oh.
Also,
Link sell on Twitter.
this patient wants a lot of Jell-O.
Okay, I got to tell this story because I was like at Michael's apartment when the EMTs came. He fucking starts telling the EMTs about Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
And how good the game is.
Yeah, did he sell them on it? Did they download it in the ambulance?
I have to assume they did.
Did
I
they do
get
the
to-
Grubhub thing? Did the pizza emote?
Yeah. I get to play for how long for free? We're just vibing. Do y'all have... There was supposed to be a segment for this one that required, like, game show preparation. But because of kind of, like, all of the things that have happened in the last 24 to 36 hours, didn't do that prep. But it's good because we have a person who I don't know. I don't know who you are, what you do. So can you tell me a little bit about your vibe? And,
My vibe?
Yeah.
Pretty laid back, I feel like. I think,
JV, you are definitely a laid back person.
Yeah. My name's... Where's the camera? Right there?
That one.
Hi, camera. Hi, audience. My name is JV Gwaltney. I used to work at Game Informer with Imran. Now work PR, mostly at Terra Bruno PR.
Oh, you got out.
Yeah.
Congrats.
I work with like Hitman, Riot, on some stuff. So, yep. I live in Minneapolis. I don't know why I'm here.
That was okay.
I have no idea why
that
I'm
was
here.
my next question is what brought you out for the Game
I think-
Awards?
I was having lunch, and then Imran showed up. And then
Yeah.
I followed Imran here.
JV took a picture of chicken and waffles. I'm like, I want that.
Yeah.
So he showed me. He sent me a link, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go there. So I just showed up and had chicken and
Perfect.
waffles.
Yeah. It
That's
was really
incredible.
good chicken and waffles.
They're really
Where did
fucking-
you go?
Two guns. Is
Two
what-
guns.
Whoa. Two?
Two guns. Not just one gun. Like one gun's across town. Not that great. Two guns though.
Two guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it called Two Guns? Were you able to ascertain this?
They held two guns at me while I was ordering. They were like, you need to get the chicken and waffles. I was like, okay, if you only had one gun, I'd probably say no. But
That makes sense.
like,
What kind of
you
gun?
probably won't miss with two
Yo, what
guns.
kind of gun was it?
Revolvers or like 9mm?
In my head, they're revolvers.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you think the guns are the chicken and the waffles?
I can see
Were
I
they
can see
gun
that being the
quality?
euphemism.
Yeah. But do they have anything else?
I don't know. I didn't look at the menu. I literally marched in and I said, "Give me the chicken and waffles."
He
And they
said
gave-
it just like that. I heard him through the glass. It was
And they-
very demanding.
And they gave me a little like a house with a number on it, and like put this on your table. So I sat outside and waited.
Nice.
I just assume that's a thing you guys do in California. You yell your orders at people.
Yes.
Like when you order food.
It's not how it works.
Like they don't tell you to yell, but if you're not yelling, you're not going to get your food.
In Minnesota, you have to be very quiet when you order. You have to say, "Can you give us the pancakes? Please.
Please, I just
Hold the syrup."
hold the syrup. So you're just having those dry.
Yeah, just no with butter. With butter and coffee. It's all right.
Yeah, but the syrup would make it better than all right.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right.
Here's the thing about syrup that a lot of people don't talk about. This is one of my hottest takes. Maple syrup sucks compared to the stuff that just comes in the bottle that's shaped like a person.
I
Or a
agree
log
because
cannon.
it'll make Elise
log
mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't think that like I want the tree juice. I think if I want the sugar, like just give me the corn syrup.
Yeah.
We have several Canadians who work at Fanbyte. I'm pretty sure you've offended all of them.
Funke,
Hey.
am I right? That's a yes. That's what I heard. Yeah, it's just, you know what it also is? The consistency of maple syrup sucks too. It should be thinner or thicker.
That's not true.
Should be thinner or thicker.
I mean, I can say that about a lot of things, honestly. I can say that about myself.
Now this weird in-between stage. We finally made it to the end of the year. If you ignore the remaining 19 days we have of
19
the
days?
year. What was the dumbest thing that happened to you this year?
To me personally,
Now, this is a question that would have been like cool to ask you before, so you could have prepared. But I didn't. I just asked you now.
when my partner and I went on a road trip from Kansas City to California, we stopped at a Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
And we like
Wow, I got some ideas then, huh?
look. I didn't intend this to be a chicken based segment, but it just kind of turned out to be.
All right.
Uh,
Loves guns and hates the gays. That's,
as we were like ordering the food, the guy is like giving us like a weird eye, like and yeah, what else? I'm like, okay, this is kind of strange. This is weird. So we order our food, get it, and start to leave. You know how Chick-fil-A has those people outside the drive-thru who are like, yeah, can I take it early so we just get it prepared, all that. I hear a guy go like, Imran, like what? What's happening? I look around and the dude who's like waving down the cars like comes up to me. It's like, hey, I'm a big fan. I'm like, what? Like, you're Imran Khan, right? I'm a huge fan. I'm so glad you're at Fanbyte. I'm like, what's happening?
wow.
It's a guy who apparently knew him kind of funny, but like, this is like not a place either of us have ever, like, we were on a road trip. This is, I want to say, Utah we were in.
Damn, that's wild.
And like, this guy like sits there and tells us, like, he shakes our hand. I feel like he maybe wanted to ask for an autograph, but didn't. Maybe that's what I hope.
No, you should have.
Just sign an
signed
autograph
anything.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, sign his clipboard that he's taking
and
orders
be like,
on.
no, listen, I'll do it. You don't have to ask.
But while cool, very much the most like dumb, surreal thing that has happened.
Yeah, that's nuts. Congrats on being famous.
Yeah, I apparently am. Apparently, people can tell who I am through my mask, which is that is the thing.
That's like
That is a new
you're
level.
very
Yeah.
recognizable.
Michael from a hospital bed. Chick-fil-A is wild problematic.
So we tried to go into an A&W/KFC.
Okay.
And we went there. We like got out of the car. Like we had the cats in the back, so we had to make it like real quick. We go in there. All the lights are on. They're clearly like the floor has been clearly recently cleaned. It was closed for like apparently months. We like that is the most confusing part. There's someone is maintaining that A&W/KFC.
It's a front for drugs.
It is absolutely a mob front. Yes.
Did
What's
you
the
check
weirdest
on-
like combination restaurant that you've ever seen? Because I saw in New York when I went there, I want to say in 2008, there was a combination Pizza Hut and I think it was like a Krispy Kreme or some kind of donut shop. It was very
that
strange.
rules.
It's very Simpsons-esque. It was very odd, but I was into it. I didn't order anything there because I was worried they'd be made in the same sort of like area. But
Yeah.
I was very curious.
I'm trying to think. I think any airport, like, I like fundamentally the idea that like Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins are together,
yeah.
which is like really common, but like that doesn't make any sense to me because why? Like why?
Yeah, you're gonna have like your coffee, your donut, and your ice cream.
And ice cream.
Yeah.
Like I don't need all.
Have an
three of
entire
those.
meal right there.
Yeah. Yeah, the 3 food groups.
I do want to meet that person who's done that and like just say
Yeah, you
get their
can-
experience.
It's really easy, but then you would have to eat Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
At the Atlanta
Tragic.
airport, there's like a like I want to say Panda Express /Five Guys,
All right.
which I don't understand in any capacity.
Put the orange chicken on the burger.
Yeah, give me my orange chicken all the way. Like put the onions, the mustard, all that.
They were selling a burrito for a while.
Which-
Five Guys or Panda Express? Both answers are funny, to be clear.
It was Panda Express. They were doing like an orange chicken burrito.
See, I
for
think
a
I'd
minute.
eat that before I eat the Five Guys
absolutely.
burrito.
Okay.
Yeah.
We went. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say Five Guys at least has decent beef. I don't know what I eat in Panda Express is actually beef or not.
Well, if you're getting the beef at a Panda Express, you're already making. a
Yeah, I
mistake,
feel like you get
think.
chicken from the Panda
Yeah.
Express.
Yeah.
Takes on In-N-Out.
I
Trying to get us canceled.
I originally really liked In-N-Out. Then I moved a block away from one, and it became I can't eat it anymore.
That makes
like
sense.
maybe once every 3 or 4 months. But like I had it every day for like a week, and I'm like, well, this is too much. When they recognize you, that's when
Yeah,
it's bad.
that's. I think that's like there are only a handful of restaurants or like types of building where it's appropriate to become recognizable. It's whatever like your bar is, the grocery store. That's fine. And then maybe like. I think that actually might be it. I think those might be the only 2 public locations where it's cool to like. You're like, I know you.
I got recognized by an Uber Eats driver once, and then I immediately switched to
Yes,
Postmates.
that's absolutely it. That is an incredible way to be done with an entire application.
It's like a real like, oh, what's happening in my life
Yeah.
right
How did I get you twice? I don't have a game. How tall is Master Chief?
7'5".
See, I think he's actually very small, and it's the suit. Like
Okay.
the suit that's tall. So I think the actual Master Chief is probably 3 feet.
Can we bring Master Chief back in here?
I was thinking about this the other, like when I was playing Halo Infinite, because he slides the Not Cortana into the back of his helmet. I'm like, that's not a small chip.
No.
So his head has to actually be like very small in that helmet. Otherwise, the chip is
Yes.
hitting the back of his head.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
How does it connect to his head though?
I am sure there's a novel out there. It's ridiculous the amount of Halo
Yeah,
lore is available.
So like all the Halo lore is like pre-Master Chief, John 117, whatever. I realized while playing Halo Infinite the reason that is because post Master Chief, like when he becomes a Spartan, he is a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
He is just like the world's big. He is spending every conversation thinking like, what is the thing I can play off of to sound the dumbest?
Yes.
Because like there's one conversation where the Not Cortana is going, wow, this villain we're after has a real bad reputation. He takes a beat and goes, so do I. I'm like, that's not helpful. Like literally, I don't think Master Chief has ever said no to an idea in his
No,
life.
never. No, he fucking loves it. I think that's like, that is also a little bit of what Halo Infinite is about. But it's like, he's so head down and has like, he's gotten to the point where he's like, yes, I'll do anything.
Yeah.
I'll anything,
Because
sure.
the suit will stop jacking him off if he stops.
Exactly. So he has to keep going. He's literally chasing that net. He has to keep chasing that net. If you're wondering what's happening in Major League Soccer Cup, I think New York City just scored off of a set piece. Steve Clark really just fucking fumbled that one. That's tough.
Yeah.
You gotta stop those, regardless of how wet it is.
Yeah, this is like Rocket League with the humans.
It's human Rocket League.
That's what soccer is.
Yeah.
Speaking of Rocket League, have y'all played that phone one?
No, I really want to, though.
No, not yet.
I also want to play it. I have it on my phone, but I've seen, like, they advertised it like 74 times during the Game Awards. And I was like, yeah, sure. That's Rocket League. But I don't really understand how it works. I don't know. Like, I feel like it would be pretty simple. It's like Pong,
Yes.
right?
It's like Pong if you could just go into the middle of the arena and also to the other side.
Did they make Pong 2?
I'm sure there is something called Pong 2 somewhere.
There has to be, right?
Do you think the innovation for Pong 2 was that the paddle could go this way?
So like every time they do like we're going to revolutionize this old game like Tetris 2 or whatever, they fuck it up somehow. So I imagine like, yeah, it's probably you can go side to side or like you have special powers or something.
Ooh.
You spin. Your little paddle
Tetris with
spins.
powers.
Yeah, make Pong a hero shooter.
Can we rap? Okay, no, wait. Okay. Here are the characters, Imran, in Pong. Paddle, 1, and
Yes.
2, ball. Numbers, okay. hold on. There's a lot of characters then, because the numbers count.
Like every individual number, or
Each
just
individual
numbers?
number, I
Okay.
think, is a guy. What's the highest score you can get in Pong before it turns off?
You asked this in a way that's like somebody in this room would have to know. It's like
Y'all are
No.
old.
Wow. 99.
What did I say?
John looked it up. To be fair,
Asked
No, I
and
didn't.
answered.
No, I
See?
didn't.
You didn't.
Asked,
I didn't look it up.
asked and answered. So there's 103 characters in the Pong hero shooter. Who's your main?
Pikachu.
My main. Tommy Vercetti, I guess.
That's a good one. I think Paddle 1 is mine. Just because, like, it's like he's like Mario, you know?
Yeah.
He's got all the versatility that you need. His quarter circle back is good.
I looked it up. The high score is 11. Sorry.
Okay, so there are 13 characters in the Pong
That's
hero
not many.
shooter.
That's actually like pretty low for a fighting game.
Yeah, well. How many guys does Overwatch have? 30? 32?
They've got Scribbly Joe,
Okay.
Tracer.
Trace, yeah. Luigi.
Is Farah one? Farah sounds
Farah is real.
okay.
That's one.
Is there a Pharaoh?
No.
That feels like a missed opportunity.
That would imply a black person in the game. So no.
They do have a black guy, but he only punches.
He only punches.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Multiple.
There are multiple black people in that game. They're just not women. What was the worst game you played this year? Both
Balin
of you.
Wonderland, Wonder World,
Huh?
Balin Wonderworld.
Oh, you
Oh
played
yeah,
that?
that was
Yes.
this year.
Yes, that was February.
Holy fucking shit. Okay, what was the worst game you played?
I didn't play
this
a lot
year?
of bad games this year because
That's a, no, I refuse.
no. I'm gonna say one, but it's
Okay.
like because I just don't waste time on bad games
Whoa.
anymore. Like I play 10 minutes of it, I'm like,
You respect
oh,
yourself?
this
What's
is
that like?
terrible. I don't work in media anymore. I don't have to play the bad games.
Damn.
No, so I didn't play Balin Wonderworld for anyone. To be clear, I want to make that obvious. I did that out of morbid curiosity and because I hate myself.
Yeah, because
you
you hate
beat it?
yourself.
Yes. No, I got 3 realms in.
How much is that?
That is roughly about 4 hours. It was 4 hours because there's a clock tower level in the second world, and literally you just keep climbing and climbing. If you fall off, you don't die and start over at the checkpoint. You just climb back up again. You don't take damage.
I think the worst game I played this year in the sense that like I just didn't vibe with it at all, and I think everyone else in the world vibed with it was Genesis Noir.
Never heard of that game in my life.
It's just like it's the very pretty detective game
Yes,
that's
that looks real nice.
it looks really nice, but I was super bored with it. And again, it feels like I'm like the 2% of people who didn't care for it. Yeah,
It's on Game Pass, I think.
I think
Yes.
Statistically speaking, it is on Game Pass.
the chances of
Yeah.
it, if it's an indie, the chances of it being on Game Pass are
Really high.
very high.
I just kind of assume that it is on Game Pass unless I literally get an email that says we're taking this game off of Game Pass or Sony makes it.
Yeah, there have been multiple indies that have come out this year that I've been like, oh yeah, that's on Game Pass, and then it comes out, it's like, oh, it isn't, like Lake.
Yeah.
I assumed that was on Game Pass.
Is it not?
And it wasn't.
Oh,
at least
why?
at launch, I was like, oh,
Weird.
Wait,
that's very strange.
JV, speaking of which, you rep Wildermyth, right?
Yeah, it's part of Post Horn, which is like the pro bono thing.
Why the fuck isn't that nominated for more things?
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know.
I mean,
said
I
Game
know
of
how we voted.
Wait, what I'm saying is you did a bad.
I sent Game of the Year codes to literally all the outlets I could.
You're right.
we took like 50 of them.
We took them, and then we nominated the game for Game of the Year.
I mean, I don't know. I guess you have to ask other people than me because I did my job.
Yeah, let's get Jeff Keighley on the horn and be like, where's Wildermyth?
Where's Will?
Yeah.
Everyone is asking.
Show
Where's
us the
Wildermyth?
numbers,
Show us
Jeff.
the Wildermyth.
Show us the fucking numbers.
Yeah.
Do you think Jeff will ever show the numbers?
No, never.
No.
Is it because he cooks the books every year?
So, what I found out recently is that a huge number, like a large proportion of the voting block, which again, Fanbyte is a part of, is like European and Russian outlets. European,
It clearly didn't make a difference.
it's a lot of outlets that are not based in America, which is not super clear.
They don't get good games out there.
Yeah, like when they have to translate Wildermyth to Russian, it just comes out as a slur. So,
yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense. I get that.
Yeah.
That actually does contextualize it a lot. Why don't they make that even instead?
You would think so, or make it more international in general.
Yeah.
Like, why aren't there more Japanese and other? Yeah.
If only there was some way to fix the Game Awards at all.
I mean, I figured by calling this the Fancies that we were going to do our own Game Awards.
Oh, we're sending our category winners
It's like a month.
trophies.
It's like a month.
It's a month of celebration of gaming. But yeah, everybody's getting a trophy.
Okay.
Because they're really easy to buy. It's so easy to buy a trophy.
Are you getting the same trophy from the Fanbite Cup? That,
No, the Fanbite Cup is a one-off. Next year's Fanbite Cup will look different, and then the fancy trophies, those will all be the same. But
I'm curious. Did anyone ever? This didn't happen to me, but it happened to other kids I was growing up with. Get participation trophies from their parents.
No.
I'm curious about
from the parent.
Yeah,
my parents didn't give
my
a
mom
shit.
didn't like it.
Yeah. What the participation trophy industry of the 90s looked like how profitable it was, how many parents are
Very.
buying their kids.
I didn't get that. My mom almost got caught by that thing of your son or daughter has been put for their academic achievements put in a book.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Now my parents didn't get that, but
Yeah.
I know a bunch of suburban
So,
kids who did.
It's a mailer they send out to everyone. That is your son or daughter is now in a book for academic achievements of one of the star students of 1994 or whatever.
Yeah.
If you want a copy of this book, fill out this form with their name and a payment of $75. And my mom was like, "Huh, this is gonna be a good resume build. This is you can show this book to people." And I'm like. I was 8. I didn't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
But I think somebody eventually told her, yeah, that's nothing.
It's
That's
just
not
a
a thing.
scam. Yeah.
Damn.
Maybe it was a regional thing, a southern thing.
Entirely possible.
Because I remember that, but it sounds like no one else remembers
No,
it. Yeah.
we didn't get those. Did y'all ever end up in a multi-level marketing scam by accident?
I did once try to apply for a job that was about selling knives.
I also almost did Cutco.
And I looked it up after I applied, and
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, this is
It's
fucking
fake. And
yeah.
I was like, oh.
But then they called me after. I was like, hey, are you still interested in that job? I'm like, no.
Yeah, that's
They're
exactly.
yeah.
Wow, I'm wrong.
They kept calling and asking.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I really don't want this job.
You're fake.
Right out of grad school, I worked in a call center and we sold dodgy products or tried to get people to buy dodgy
What
products.
kind of stuff?
Just overpriced, not dodgy, but just overpriced things like knives and car insurance and stuff. It's just
Knives
this is
and
sketch.
car insurance, one-stop
Yeah,
shop.
knife insurance.
Knife-
What about
Oh,
that? A new industry. I bet there is knife insurance.
There is
Like,
absolutely knife insurance.
Is that insurance for your knives or insurance in case
in
of
case you get stabbed.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
It's both.
Yeah, because I'm sure there is knife insurance. You go and you buy your Bowie knife or whatever, and you get it. You pay $40 and you
Yeah.
get a replacement. But there's got to be
So-
stabbing specific insurance.
I would
somewhere.
assume so. Yes.
So when we switched, this is boring. We switched health insurance providers a while ago last year, and we had this meeting, and they were like, "Your accidental dismemberment insurance is different." It was accidental death or dismemberment, I think is what the thing is called. And then I was like, okay, but what if you have been intentionally dismembered?
What are y'all doing at Fanbite that requires you to get that
I don't know.
insurance?
That's a good question. But then I asked the lady who was
I mean, hey,
I asked the lady who was giving the talk, I was like, what if I'm intentionally dismembered? And she didn't have an answer for me.
we
Which I
have
thought was a real good question.
we have insurance in case we get sued or whatever, and
Yeah.
it has the dumbest name. I can't remember the name. It's chubby pajamas.
It is
insur-
called Chubb.
Chubb. That's it. Chubb.
No.
Chubb
Chubb.
insurance.
it is
Yeah.
absolutely not
It is
called
called
Chubb
Chubb
insurance.
with 2 B's. Chubb.
No, I can't believe that.
I hope we get sued.
I need to look this up.
So we can
Roll
be
through. Yeah.
let me
on.
contact Chubb real quick and see what they say.
I
You'll
need to
see my fucking Chubb lawyers in court.
I need to see this for myself because I don't
Chubb.
believe.
It's like Chubb policy or Chubb insurance.
Chubb. The first result just says Chubb.
Chubb.
The
It's in all
logo is
caps,
absurd.
too.
It's
Yeah,
just
Chubb. It
Wow.
looks
it's
like
so terribly corporate
It
looking.
looks like you know how Porsche does like they have Porsche design and they make phones and laptops and shit for some reason.
No, I didn't
Okay,
know that.
Porsche makes phones and laptops and stuff for some reason, and that the Chubb logo looks like a Porsche design joint.
But that's the thing. It looks so professional. Like I almost like it if it was like big balloon letters.
Yes, it would
Better.
be way better.
Yes, because like at least at that point they know their name sounds stupid.
Yeah, because it's Chubb.
Chubb.
Chubb just seems like something Tim Robinson would call someone on his sketch show. Like, that guy's a Chubb.
The thing what's your favorite part about your insurance?
My favorite part about our insurance, boy, I'm really struggling on that one. I like that they never email me for shit.
You know what? They don't.
They don't. They don't care. They
That's
don't know
a
I
blessing.
exist.
Yeah.
Until I need them,
Until
they're there.
you need them.
Yeah.
What about you?
Nothing, because I had to fight with my insurance over a bunch of stuff recently.
Damn.
So,
Fuck insurance.
yeah, I don't love my insurance.
I don't know about mine because I just turned 26 last week. So I got kicked off of my mom's insurance and I had just been using that. So like now I guess I don't have any doctors and I like should probably go through the work to like get doctors again. But like I'll be fine probably until like I need one.
Yeah, that's
at
the
which
thing.
point, at which point I'll be in the ambulance Googling how do I get a doctor.
From like 26 to 30, nothing. You're fine. Whatever. The
Okay.
second you turn 30, it's like you will
You
wake
fall
up.
apart.
Yeah, you'll wake up and be like, "What the fuck hurts? I don't even know I have
No,
that body
that
part."
happened to me 2 years ago, Imran. It's over for me. I'm done.
So basically, your mother has been lying to you about your age for.
Oh shit! Whoa! What if that's what it is? What if I was born in 1990 and I'm 30 this whole time? That would be nuts. Do you have any questions for me?
How you doing, Nikki? Whenever you put that in the Google Doc, I'm always like, "Nikki, how you doing? How's your life going?"
Fine. It's all right. I'm tired. This year was going by really quick in the beginning. At least that's how it felt. And then we got to like August. And then it, for me at least, fucking ground to a halt. And then November was like that. And now I feel like we're already at Christmas.
Yeah. No, I feel like it was March a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
and like it's entirely possible that I've been like Truman Showed. And
It's
there-
entirely possible.
Yeah.
You never know. That's the thing about getting Truman Showed. It happens to a lot of people, and it's like it's impossible to know that it's happening until it's much too late.
I woke up a couple of weeks ago, and I the very first thought I had after waking up was, what if you're being Truman Showed, but the only reason you know that term is because Hollywood made that up to make you think you can't be Truman Showed.
Oh fuck!
That is
How
a
high were you?
multi-layered conspiracy.
Wait, that rules. Okay, wait. What?
Because then you're like, Truman Show's too absurd. That's never gonna happen in real life.
Yeah.
But the only they made that so you think
So
that.
that's what you think. But then, by that same logic, like, why are we afraid of aliens? If like one person with a cat can kill alien,
Who's the person with the
Ellen
cat?
Ripley.
Oh, okay.
She killed. Also, pretty fucking pretentious, huh? Call the alien. Call that movie Alien. Mm-hmm. Like as if it's the only alien.
It is the only alien. It is the alien.
The alien.
Yes.
I don't think Ridley Scott has the ability to make that call.
I mean, then they made Alien Isolation, which further cements that it is the only alien.
But there's more aliens in Alien Isolation than in Alien Singular.
It could just be one alien changing costumes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Is there? I haven't seen Alien. Is it just the one?
I haven't either. Actually.
Fuck. Does anyone know? Shit seems scary. You know, here's all I need to know about Alien from Fortnite. Is that he can hold a gun, he doesn't like the Predator, or Ariana Grande.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I need to know about
I
the
actually
Predator.
really
It's
want
been
an
fun.
Ariana Grande versus Alien. Now,
Let me tell you about Fortnite.
Ariana Grande.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have great news
Wow.
for you. When was the last time either of you played Fortnite?
This morning.
Wow. Do you
Yeah,
actually
they
play?
added ADS to the game,
They
so
added
now I'm into it.
ADS. They added sliding, and the slide animation is not the way I thought that they would do a sliding animation. You've added sliding to the video game Fortnite. How are you? How are the characters sliding?
I've not played Fortnite in 6
No,
months.
I know.
If I were to slide it, I would probably make a dash more than a slide.
But it is a slide. It's already in there.
Okay.
What is that What is the physical act that the character model is doing when they slide?
I always think the Zangief slide kick.
Okay. It's incorrect. That is not what they did.
I think that they should. If I was designing that, I would have done it like a kid going down a water slide.
I also think that they should have made. So the way it actually works is that you slide on your knees,
Yeah.
which is nuts. Just like a.
Could you imagine their knees?
Yeah,
Just
exactly. It's just
hamburger
a
meat.
buck wild way to do that. I agree that they should have forced you to go prone on your back, like you're in a luge,
Like a slip and slide.
like a
Yeah.
slip and slide, and then you go like this.
Have you ever-
And then you snap back up as soon as you stop, and it just is like there's no like transitional animation. You're just either horizontal or up.
Have you ever used a slip and slide?
Yes.
They're fucked up. They're not
are.
actually like safe at all.
No, extremely not.
Which people's yards are not bereft of rocks. There are rocks everywhere, and if you put a slip and slide on top of one, it doesn't cover up the
Yeah.
rock.
Also, they're not level.
Yes.
Like no lawn is level, and they're not even level enough for your bones to not be hurt when you go over it regularly.
Also, there's no way you can lube up enough that does not make that thing burn. Like whatever water you think you're
Speaking of lube, we have a weird flex redemption in the chat.
Oh, my weird flex.
We have a weird flex redemption.
I'm 138 feet tall. Not a lot of people know that about
like
me.
Master Chief.
Just like Master Chief,
Yeah.
yeah.
JB, do you have a weird flex?
You have a weird flex?
What does that mean? I mean, like,
Well,
just
it means what you want it to mean.
Flex, What's something cool about you, JB?
Or flex a weird part of your body.
yeah. Okay, I'll wax. That's a flex,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a flex.
right? Yeah, I'll go with that.
I'm not that flexible.
That hurt to do.
It was funny, though.
I regret this.
Imran, your weird flex.
I am taller than Natalie Flores.
Wow.
And thus Crash
and
Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yes.
That's incredible. Congratulations. Would okay. You know that when Crash Bandicoot was a guy
Yeah.
for E3,
Yeah.
and then they wouldn't let him, this was at the last E3,
Yeah, so he stood
2019.
outside and just yelled.
and he had to stand. Yeah, he had to stand outside and yell. Do you think, well, first of all, do you think that Crash Bandicoot will return to E3? Well, I guess I have one further back question. Is E3 happening in person this year?
I bet it does. I bet at this point everyone's just be like, yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
Because GDC is going to happen, and I imagine E3
Yeah.
will too.
Are they going to let Crash Bandicoot?
No.
Okay.
I don't understand why they let Crash Bandicoot in anywhere. He's
I
clearly a
agree.
menace.
He's a menace.
Don't let him into the restaurant. Don't let him into the parks, the zoos, the schools.
He
nowhere.
looks wrong.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I feel like you should not let him into any public space.
His whole thing is jumping and spinning, both things that require like pretty decent leg strength. He has like the weakest legs I've ever seen.
Yeah, I know. Why is he so ripped only on the top?
Yeah.
Makes you think. What do you think Crash Bandicoot would be more powerful if he only used his hands instead of his feet?
Oh, so if he's like doing handstands walking?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Unless
it's,
he's trying to punch someone with his feet. Or kick. Is it a kick?
he
If you're,
spins. Like,
but would he be able to spin like that?
I have always grown up with the belief that a kick is the most powerful thing you can do. Period.
Period.
Yeah. Because, like,
The muscles are. You know what, Imran? I think you might be right.
Yeah.
Muscles are bigger down there
yes.
than they are on the sides.
And also, I feel like it's just less effort to kick someone than to punch him.
Yeah.
If you're standing against a wall, it is less effort to kick someone than to punch them.
Yeah, I guess you also have less of a chance of breaking. Like if most people, if they tried to do a punch, will break their hand.
Yes.
Like if they're actually trying to do a punch, they'll break their hand. But I feel like if you're trying to do a kick, actually, you won't break your leg.
Your leg will be sore, probably.
Yeah, but you're not gonna snap it.
Yeah.
Probably.
The problem is if they grab the leg, you're just screwed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But also, like, if you're in a fight with a person who has the presence of mind to grab your leg, you shouldn't be doing that.
That
fight
happens
anyway.
all the time in wrestling, and I'm always like super like. Obviously, it's simulated, so whatever.
What?
But like, it's always like I don't know. It seems so fucking embarrassing to kick someone and they just grab your
Yeah,
leg.
they
It's
just
like,
grab
what do
your
you
leg.
do?
You're like, you fool. I guess. But then, so the one thing that I have learned a lot about watching AEW in comparison to when I was watching WWE as a child, and I guess this is just because like I wasn't paying attention when I was a kid compared to now. But like when they grab you, I feel like I would be like, well, I guess that's it.
I've given up.
I've given up now. But then now they like are like trying to actively spin their legs back, and they're like trying to like spin into the grab, and it's like just lay down. Mm-hmm. It's like go to bed.
Yeah.
And like I said this in the car to John the other day, but it's like the reason I like wrestling is because I get to experience people getting adjustments done to their body that I wish I could get. Because my body and back hurt a lot, and it just kind of feels like it would feel really nice to kind of get power bombed, just to like open me up a little bit.
Yeah, everyone needs like a scorpion deadlock or deathlock.
Yeah,
The human urge to be power bombed.
yeah, just to be power bombed or scorpion deathlocked, or like, what's the one where you jump through the tope suicida? Did I make that up? That seems cool.
Yeah.
Like into the metal things. Just fucking, that seems great because you don't know what angle you're going to hit the barricade at, right?
I
So
feel
it
like
could be like a cross crack on your back.
I swear to God, this was a storyline once on WCW where like someone had a bad back and Lex Luger put him in the torture rack and the back was fine and he won the match.
That's all I need. I just want that. That's too much to ask. Any questions from the chat?
Chat's got nothing.
Dig deep, Nikki. Dig deep.
I talked about accidental death and dismemberment insurance 10 minutes ago. In the past. There's nothing else. What's your game of the year, Imran?
It Takes Two probably.
What's your game of the
Wilderness.
year? Wilderness.
Yeah.
You're literally paid to say that.
No, I'm not. I'm doing it for free.
Wow.
Right.
No,
Let him speak.
Wilderness.
Have any of us actually written our list yet?
No.
I don't think so.
Speak for
It's-
yourself, I wrote mine.
Okay, cool.
Because I know the deadline was
Listen,
the 10th. And I was like, it's fine.
yesterday. There was like, Steven and I were talking the other night about the requirement that Steven and I made to have the game of the year list into the CMS yesterday. And we then looked at each other and were like, why the fuck? Why did we do that? So you don't have to have it in the CMS by yesterday.
That's good to know.
I think, like 2 weeks ago, I told Andrea, our weekend editor, like, yeah, please do a game of the year list, and I totally blanked on ever following up with her on it.
Well-
So like today, Steven explained to her,
Yeah,
like,
what
okay,
it
yeah,
was.
this is what we have to actually do.
Good. Well, you can look at the game of the year list on fanbite.com
Yeah,
in next week.
probably.
It's gotta be. It has to be next week. It's next week. The week after.
I thought we were going on vacation.
Well, yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
next week.
Look, we're going on wink vacation.
Yeah.
We're
But,
like,
yeah.
no, the people are clearly running this website still. No one's just not here.
It's a ghost. The ghosts run the website when we go home.
Can we make that a theme for like?
Yeah,
there's just
the
this
ghosts.
website is currently being run by ghosts.
Are they our ghosts or is it like
No, just separate like
just
ghosts.
like
We've
some
like
other
yeah.
we've hired some
Contractor
random
ghosts.
Yeah,
contractor
outsourced ghosts.
Temp agency ghost.
Temp games ghosts.
Oh.
What do you think? Okay, now this is a fun one. I've actually had a good idea.
Uh-oh.
What if there was like
Watch this.
so in Major League Soccer, which is again a game that this game seems like not interesting, but in Major League Soccer, if too many of your guys get sick, which happened to the Philadelphia Union last week, where 8 of the 11 starters got put into health and safety protocols for COVID the day before the final.
I mean, they are the Union. That makes sense.
The Philadelphia Union. They had to put as their backup goalkeeper. They had to have a pool goalkeeper. So like Major League Soccer maintains extra guys that if in case of emergency they can fill. You can like go look through the roster of extra guys and pick a guy to be on your team.
Like an understudy, but
Like
not...
an understudy, basically. What if we had that for the games industry? And like you could just, if we didn't want to be on a podcast one day, and also no one else did, we could like find some people.
So just like our seconds.
Yeah, our seconds.
Yeah.
Just be like,
I feel like you're straight up describing Games Twitter, though. Of being like, we don't have a podcast. Like, I don't know. Get this guy in here. Get this guy who freelanced for us once.
I guess so. You're just a random person. Now you're on the show.
We should do... Actually, no. We should fucking do that.
We should. Can we just codify it?
Let's
Just
like...
make it. Yeah.
Just like random pull a Twitter account and be like, do you want to be on a podcast?
Because then we're gonna get so many people who are like, I've never been on a podcast before. I would love to be on a podcast.
Right. No, that's the point. Is we get these people that like clearly are not camera ready in any way. And it just be like, all right, so tell us what weird thing happened to you today. Do you hate birds? Please explain.
Wow. Do you think birds are real?
That van made a convincing argument. No.
Some birds.
Interesting.
Because I've been bitten
More.
by a
Tell me
goose
more.
before.
Okay, so that one is real.
That
or
one
not
is real, but no other bird is. Crows, ravens, they're holograms, man.
What about other geese?
Oh, you just mean that one particular goose?
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know.
See?
I really don't know. I could be being Truman, but with birds.
Oh, Truman bird. Truman
Birdman? No.
Birdman.
We need to workshop
Capote?
this. Yeah.
Who's Truman Capote?
He's a writer. He's a writer.
He's a writer.
Yes.
Book?
Of
Musicals.
Musical?
Yeah, you wrote musicals.
Wrote a book called In Cold Blood.
yeah, he's a journalist.
In
Musicals.
Cold Blood. What's it about?
Wait, he
okay.
embedded
Marriage.
Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
Yeah.
It's about Bloodborne.
He wrote Bloodborne many years before Bloodborne.
Wow.
happened.
Yeah.
So they stole Bloodborne.
Yes.
Holy shit.
No, he consulted on it like George R.R. Martin did for Elden Ring.
Okay.
He did the
From
world
Beyond
building.
the
Yeah,
Grave.
from Beyond the Great. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. What do you think the George R.R. Martin stuff is going to be?
And
Like, will you be able to identify what George worked on in the video game Elden Ring?
I bet probably not. Like, I bet George R.R. Martin was like, what if Giants? And Miyazaki was like, all right, we can fucking do Giants, I guess.
And then that was the only phone call they had.
I do kind of think, and like I emailed Bandai Namco about this, and they have not emailed me back, which either means I'm right or I'm crazy. But like,
Or
they,
both.
They did the Elden Ring like intro thing for the trailer at Game Awards. To me, it sounded like Maisie Williams. And I kind of wonder, like, what if George R. R. Martin was like, "Hey, Maisie,
Oh.
you want to get in on this?
You want to get in on this? Get
Yeah.
some of that video game money. They're always talking about how much money there is in video games.
Yeah.
Is that your most anticipated game 2022?
That's the one I voted for. I feel
What
like
the fuck? Really?
because it's the only
It
thing
comes out next month.
it comes out in like 2 months, I think. But yes. Well, because like
Damn.
I feel like one, it would be Zelda if they fucking showed us anything more than
That's
Zelda.
true.
Like I bet you if they had aired that E3 trailer yesterday, I'd be like, yeah, absolutely, it's gonna be Zelda is the most anticipated.
That makes sense.
But like I've already seen all that shit. Show me new things.
What about you?
Sifu?
Oh yeah, that's the fighting one. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That looks rad.
There will be a preview on the site for
It's
that.
just the old boy
What? In
a couple of
corridor.
days.
The game.
Yeah, the game.
Yeah, that's what I want.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say hypothetically, not based on a preview build that I played or anything like that.
Just videos that you've seen on YouTube.
Public videos, that game's real good.
Yeah.
All right.
allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and if I wanted to like read some interpretations of the YouTube videos that you watch, where would I go for that?
I would on later this week go to fanbyte.com and find our features section, which is where we're currently putting previews.
Yeah. Cool.
It'll be written by a temp ghost.
Yes.
Attempt goes. Yeah. John, can I say the news? stink.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, so that will be one of the first articles on our website that looks good because our redesign launches Monday.
Oh, nice. Congrats, y'all.
Thank you. The website will look good instead of bad, and I'm really excited about it. Hopefully, when you scroll on it on mobile, it won't make your phone explode.
That's always the best thing when you put a lot of work into an article and the only comment on Twitter is like, "Yeah, this made my phone crash."
Yeah, and it's like
Great.
you didn't want that.
Was that what? That was the intention.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that was part
did
of
you
the-
not want that? Like,
That's a feature, not a
Yeah,
bug.
the
Come
guide
on.
was to have you get off your damn phone and play the damn game. What's your favorite temperature?
I'm gonna say like a nice 65.
Is the sun out?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it windy?
No.
Okay.
68.2.
Is the sun out?
Yes.
Is it windy?
No.
No. Okay. I think 74.
Oh.
Oh, you're
Is
a
that-
74 guy.
Yeah. It's like it's got to be like this amount of sun, but at 74 degrees, I think is perfect.
I've become such a like.
I
Just
did. No,
a wuss?
sorry. I did point outside. Nobody can fucking see
Yeah,
it.
we can see.
You're just pointing to the
it's
abyss.
Yeah, it's
It's
really
fine.
sunny outside right now. There's not a cloud in the sky. You know how I feel.
Yes.
Oh, there
Yeah.
are mountains? Yeah, it's beautiful.
Like
It's flying high.
I've become such a wuss because I used to live in Georgia, and you could take pretty much whatever heat living in Georgia. Now it needs to be like exactly like 65 to 67. If it's any colder or any hotter, I'm just like, oh, this is terrible. I'm not getting anything done.
Damn. Is that even if it's that hot outside and you're inside, you're like,
Yeah, no.
cut it out. Dang.
Yeah. I have a view of like a lot of my town from my apartment. You can literally see like the segments of fog that are covering certain parts of the city, and it's like if a horror movie did happen to like occur near me, I would just fucking blow it off and not know. Like it's like, oh, it's just the fog again.
Yeah, it's
the
just-
fog that turns people inside out is coming, I guess.
That's just the regular fog.
Yeah.
How many lives do you think Carl has claimed?
Carl, the San Francisco Bay Area fog. I'm gonna say more than 70, less than 200.
How many lives do you think Carl the Fog has claimed?
47.
47 lives. Now, when did they name Carl? Do you know?
I have no
So
idea.
now I'm trying to think about when that would have happened in like the construction of the city of San Francisco, like when they decided that Carl was the name of the fog. Because Carl seems like a recent.
Yeah, I only
Name.
know about it from Reddit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like that seems like that's how old that would be. But I guess it could be really old.
You're
But then-
saying like around the San Francisco earthquake, they were like, oh,
We
at
have
least
to-
it ain't Carl.
Yeah, at least it's not Carl. But then that implies that like they just didn't call the fog anything for a really, 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 really long time, which I also have a hard time believing.
Yeah. I mean, do you have to call like do they call the Silent Hill fog anything besides like the Silent Hill fog?
That's a really good question. But I feel
Pyramid
like you have
fog?
to. I feel like you have to personify the fog though when it's that important to the city.
Yeah.
Because did Silent Hill have the fog before, or did it show up?
Depends on your interpretation. So Silent Hill, there's games where it's just like, oh, this is a town where you go to and it just fucks with you psychologically. And there's games where actually this is the death cult that is doing all of this.
Oh.
So
Okay.
depending on
Got it.
whether you think the death cult brought it in or it's just a mystical town that happens to expose your greatest traumas, that I think like changes the date of how long that fog has been
see.
there.
Damn. I like to think it's the second one based on the information that I just got.
Yes,
That
because
they
the
have
death cult
big
games,
fog machines.
death cult games mostly bad. Silent Hill 3 is real good. Rest of them not good.
What's your favorite Silent Hill?
2.
What's your
2.
favorite Silent Hill?
Stu?
Mine is none of them.
Oh yeah, you don't play scary games at all.
Baby. Too afraid.
How did we not get you couching on Steven's?
It was really I did couch on one of them.
Yeah,
that
you
was
couched on Silent
that
Hill
was the one That was the one where the lady was in the big tunnel, right? And then there were really sick dogs.
Yes.
Like super ill dogs with really long tongues.
Like mosquitoes.
Yeah, that was really gross. You walked into a toilet and there were mannequins on the toilet.
Yeah. Yeah, that also happened.
Are
I
video
disagree
games
with you, Ron.
good?
4 is good. Sound of
What
4 is
happens in 4?
4 is just like you're in a room and then like slowly that room starts expanding out to like a portal to really creepy other places.
Wait, is that the one you played? Oh.
Yeah. 4 is
Oh, that's
fine.
the one where the guy just should have like left.
That feels like most horror
Like
games.
go
that,
through
like,
the window where he could see guys outside like living a regular life.
Yes.
It's such like a trope now. I feel like when that happens in horror movies, when someone looks at something going on and goes, "Nope," like in the modern horror movie, but I still
Yeah.
laugh every time.
Yeah.
Like it happens in The Empty Man at one point. Like some guy sees some awful things going off in the distance. He just goes, "No," and
Yeah.
walks away.
Good, great.
See, like that's the thing with It Follows, because my solution would have been to simply not get the It Follows disease,
Yeah,
and then you'd
you're
be
right.
fine.
Just don't get it. Do you think the Slitterheads?
Slitterheads, yeah.
What do you think that experience is going to be like?
I
Like
hate
on Twitter, mostly.
saying the name.
Yeah. Because you hate saying the name because it's a bad name to say.
Yes.
Yeah.
It just like it's the opposite of like rolls off the like curls into the tongue in a real bad way.
It's like licking
Slitterheads.
sandpaper. It's
Yeah.
It
very.
is Slitterheads.
Slitterhead.
Slitterhead.
I'm excited to play it because it looks real gross.
Yes.
Oddball.
Yeah, I will play that game, and I'm gonna be like, oh, the real monster is man.
Oh fuck! Really?
Yeah,
Shit.
that's usually the case.
Why do they keep making them then?
Because that's the only race you can really get with like actual monsters is either they're actual monsters or man is the real monster.
It's pretty fucked up. Do you think? Okay. One part of your body can become Slitterhead, but you get to pick which part does the big opening and turning into teeth part.
Does it get to function as normal when it's not Slitterhead?
Yeah, it's kind of like a Venom situation.
I'm gonna say right hand.
Your right hand.
Yeah. Because I feel like that would be a cool parlor trick to just have, and like presumably I can use the very long tongue to grab things. Just be like,
Ooh,
yeah,
like Spider-Man.
yeah.
Okay, that's a good choice.
I'd probably go pinky toe for the same reason. Like
That's
it's
good because the pinky toe is like people are gonna see your weird hand.
Yeah. That's
Very
fine.
few people are gonna see your pinky toe.
it's
and
intimate parlor tricks.
That's exactly right. It's a very intimate interaction. if your like bare toes are out in front of a person, that means you're comfortable. So it also means that you are down with extending your weird pinky toe tongue to turn a light switch off.
Then you have to like live with the thing of like, oh, I have to know when to wear sandals. Like if the fucking Uber delivery comes and I like don't want to put on shoes, or
Well, then you wear sandals and then you stand pretty far away from the car, and then you just go like, just put it on the tongue, and then reach out into the window and just
Yeah.
grab the food.
and then the Uber driver recognizes you and you're like, oh, I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, that's the embarrassing part
Yes.
about that interaction is that you saw the Uber driver for the second time. I think that's gonna do it for this block, gang. Thank you so much for hanging out. My extremely well prepared block. I like just asking questions. Isn't that life? Just asking questions. Really makes you think.
Life and conspiracy theories, yeah.
Life and conspiracy theories. Where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter at ImranZUMG or on fanbyte.com.
Hi, you can find me on Twitter at IV_JAVY. I think that's the right one. I hope I'm not sending them to some
Probably
rando. Okay, good.
And then you can find me on Twitter at Gatsuwa, GDSEWA. We'll be back with un outro block with fun guests again. Not that the other ones weren't fun. I know
mean,
the way
we're
I
not.
said it. No, I know the way I said it implied that like the other
we're gonna
ones.
get some
That's
real,
not what I
like
meant.
we'll get these shitheads off the couch. and then-
Let's go, Imran. Let's
Yeah.
go. Come on.
No, just more fun guests we've got coming up. If you're still watching, go get some water.
yeah.
Stay hydrated.
Get-
Hydrate or
stand up
dihydrate.
and get some water. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Gamers. Welcome to Help Screen. I am your host, Funky Joseph, featured contributor at fanbyte.com, and I'm joined by two very, very special guests. I have one, Abby Russell from G4 TV.
Hello, I'm a gamer.
You're a gamer! Finally, we have gamers.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have Danica Harris.
Is it working?
I think so.
Am I good? Oh, shit!
Yeah. Danica Harris, who does community at Tableau. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm chilling.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're in LA. It's sunny.
It is sunny, but
Also,
it's cool. It's
fake
cool out.
place?
It's breezy.
I know, I don't mean to change the subject to be too meta already, but I
yeah.
cannot get over these microphones right now.
know.
So for the people at home, we are all holding microphones that are in the shape of like a TV remote, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's no
Yes.
comfortable place to put your hands.
Like you just
I
like
have it resting like this. You just put your pinky in
Okay,
it.
but there's mic on the back.
you basically hold it like it's a
I
giant
want it
Nokia
to come
phone.
down
Yeah.
from the ceiling like, oh wow, I'm given a stand. So I have a stand. I want it to come down from the ceiling like I'm like a ring boxer announcer. You know what I mean?
Hello, everyone. It's me, Abby
All
Russell.
right, it's gamer versus gamer. No one wins.
No one wins when you're a gamer.
It's true. It's very true. Well, today on the show, I just wanted to have a casual chat with y'all. We're gonna a bit later, answer some questions from the audience, maybe even some live ones from the chat, if they're chill.
No, don't be chill.
Don't be chill.
Don't only ask us the
Danica.
most unchill questions.
Yeah, that's cool. I agree with this.
So how have y'all been? This is my first time meeting
Starting
you,
off
Abby,
with
in
the
person.
first unchill question.
You've not been chill. What's up?
I mean,
This is our first time meeting in person.
She's been
Abby.
chilling.
Yeah, I would say I've been doing okay. You know, settling into LA. I'm new to the city, new to the new job. A lot of big changes in my life. But it's great seeing both you, Funke, and also you, Danica. It's been a long time, so it's very exciting.
Yeah. Oh
It is
my
our first
gosh.
time seeing each other in person. And I let you know you're taller than I anticipated.
Yeah.
And also,
How tall did you think I was?
Not 6
I
feet.
assume everyone is my height, which doesn't make any sense because
No,
I'm
that makes no
5'4".
sense. You're literally small.
I know, but I'm like, I don't see myself as small. I see everyone else as tall.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
yeah. You
The
don't
last
agree.
time I saw you was 2.5 years ago at E3.
And were you surprised again how small I am?
I'm always surprised by how small you are. And the last time that I saw Funke was it at a convention in Toronto?
I think so. Fan Expo.
Fan
like,
Expo.
Time ago.
You were wearing an Akatsuki cloak.
I was.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was,
That's sick.
Absolute NPC energy walking around a
That's
convention
sick.
in
I
an
was super
Akatsuki
into
cloak.
Yeah, Naruto Shippuden.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Take me back.
I feel like I love Naruto and I love the Akatsuki, but anyone who walks around a convention in an Akatsuki cloak, I'm just like, this is the laziest outfit that you could do.
Stop. It's good. I think it's I would wear that as like I don't know, house clothes as well. It's just good,
Yeah,
like a
no,
jumpsuit.
exactly.
You can just wear one thing.
Don't leave me. There's a dog on the couch. Don't leave
Oh,
me.
this dog. It was a real reveal too, because Danica just got up and moved, and the dog was on the other side, and I didn't realize until you got up that the dog was there. So what
She's
a reveal.
chilling. We got a
Do
dog.
you want to go
on
under the
pod.
blanket, buddy? There you go.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
gonna
she's
go
probably
to
she's already
sleep.
smelling the
She's
string
ready
cheese
to
wrapper
she's ready
in my
to
pocket.
take a nap.
Oh.
All right.
Good night.
Go to sleep, little guy.
We just put the dog under a blanket.
Yeah, Danica, how you been? What you been up to?
I've been good. I'm working at Tableau, so I'm like part of Salesforce, which is cool because the culture there is really good. Everything there is like really good. It's very different from like working in games. I think it's nice to not be working in games and nerdy stuff anymore because I feel like I can actually enjoy things now. Like
How did it feel enjoying things while you were like in the cycle of
it was
games?
it was hard. It was like, especially working in games press, like you're playing stuff to write about it, to talk about
Bruh.
it. So you're not, I feel like there's never like 100% you when you're playing the game, you know? So I think it's been good. It's been good.
Also, I know for me, like, it's hard to play a game when I know I have to talk about it and be able to like turn my brain off and relax. It's always a thing. I'm like, okay, what's working? What's
You
not
can't.
working? What do I like? What don't I like? Yeah, and it's like It's a different experience.
It's definitely weird to like constantly be thinking about like analyzing the game and being like,
Yeah,
okay,
for
this
sure.
part works, or why do I like this, and like over focusing on that stuff. It is weird to like not be able to turn your brain off and just be like, oh, shooty shoot, like this is
Yeah.
fun. I have a grappling hook now.
Yeah,
or
even
something.
now I still think about like when I'm playing something, I'm like, oh, is this going to be in one of my top games for the year?
Yeah.
You know, even though I haven't done a top 10 in like 2 years now, I still think about it. So
Yeah.
we got that. I mean, I have gamer PTSD, gamer industry PTSD for sure. So
It's a twisted turnaround. What kind of stuff are you up to now, like at Tableau?
So I'm overseeing community content and events for the company. Like, it's weird because when you think of like Tableau or Salesforce, you just think of data, and it's like you don't really think about community when it comes to that. But Tableau has like this massive community. It's really surprising. And so I'm still basically doing the work that I've always been doing, just like helping build communities and figure out, you know, what works to like engage people and just doing that, like working with data. So I manage a team of like 3 people, and they oversee planning events and planning cool content and things like that. So
Hey, sick,
I'm
yeah.
about to make us get on Twitch. I'm like, okay, I have all these ideas for Twitch, and I have all these like weird gamer ideas that I'm gonna try to make work. So we'll see.
That's nice. Well, now that you don't have to like, I guess, overanalyze games, have y'all been playing anything fun recently? Like-
Minecraft.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You on the update? You on
I love
the?
indie games.
I've been playing the update. I just like paid for a realm, and I literally was playing this morning for like 3 hours. Yeah, no, I just play Minecraft all the time.
I love Minecraft. Like when I got into Minecraft.
Prove it. Play with
Prove
me.
it.
Play
Okay,
with me.
sure.
Okay, cool.
No, when like Giant Bomb did that Minecraft thing over like the last summer, and I was like all in on Minecraft again. Minecraft slaps. I love Minecraft.
I feel like I'm always so misguided when I play Minecraft. I'm like, what do I do? Whereas everyone else when they play Minecraft, they're like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna like build this kind of house. I'm gonna fight the Ender Dragon. Where do you find
Oh,
that?
I
like-
never fight the Ender Dragon.
You
I
don't?
don't care. No.
I also think for me, sometimes it's nice to have a building project, but I just want to go in the mines.
Same.
Yeah.
I just want to mess around.
Just want to relax.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In,
just
Find
chill
some
out.
in terms of
diamonds.
like newish stuff though, I've been playing a lot of Back for Blood, the like game by the Left 4 Dead people.
Yeah.
And a lot of Phasmophobia. I still just play all the time.
Oh, really?
updates are
We have to play
good.
together. I haven't played that game in ages.
So good. I haven't played the Christmas update, so we can play the Christmas update.
Okay, great. The last time I played it, it was so perplexing. Like, they updated enough stuff that I was like, this is impossible. I used to know what I'm doing, and I no longer do.
Yeah. It gets scarier and scarier too. Like if you up the difficulty, the ghost will just throw hands at the start.
They
like,
they
when you
literally
walk
fight.
in- Yeah.
They're there, and then now you have these ghosts like in your ear, and they're like, "Hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in your ear." And it's so weird. It's so scary. What about what new games have you been playing?
Yeah. What you been up to?
Fortnite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm curious because I haven't seen the new update. Like the
I
new
also
season.
haven't. I
Okay.
say Fortnite, but I
Oh, like the
play
Sasuke
inconsistent.
update?
The Sasuke, the Ariana update. I haven't
Oh,
seen
the
it.
Ariana
Ariana
Grande.
was so good. Her concert was legit awesome.
In the
and
game?
it's also so fun. Yeah, and it's so fun because I'll play as Ariana Grande, and she has like a gun, and she's running around like murdering Master Chief, and I think
Yeah.
that rules.
And Rick and Morty are there.
Yes, it's a good time. Yeah, I also been playing Inscription.
Oh, I
really
want to
good.
buy it.
Go.
I want to
So
buy
good.
it. I want to buy it.
You
but
gotta play that game.
It's very like it's one of those games where it's like it's kind of like my vibe, but not my style of game. So I'm like, would I like
Sure.
it? I don't know.
No,
For me,
Oh yeah, go.
oh, I was gonna say I used to play a lot of Magic with my old roommates,
Right,
and it was
right.
like I want to play Magic: The Gathering again. It's like
Mm.
it's scratching that itch for me in a real way.
Yeah, I hate card games, but like I was playing this one, and it really just draws you in. Like
it's
it's a
good.
simulator of like being in a cabin playing the game too, and you're trying to break out at the same time. Like that shit really slaps. I don't know.
I'm
And
gonna buy it. I'll
It
buy
turns
it.
into something so different than just the card game as well. Like
It's a really satisfying game that also like bends the genre in
Yeah.
a cool way, but doesn't
Yeah.
feel like contrived at all.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's doing fun
the
stuff.
I like seeing the creepy little guys when I'm watching the trailer and they're like telling the story. Like you pick a card or something and then they start talking and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that looks kind of cool. Maybe I'll get that. Yeah.
They really build off of that.
Yeah. I play a lot of Valorant and Apex also.
Oh, you're on the Valorant.
I'm so bad, but I play.
Who do
I'm
you- who do you
so
play?
bad. I play Breach is my guy, and Reyna, and usually I play Sage because my friends are like the really good players, and I'm like, okay, I'll play Sage. So I finally started getting double-digit kills in games, but I used to get like 2 kills a game and be happy with that. But
It happens. It's not all about the kills. It's about
Yeah.
the team. Like you're walling shit off. You're icing it down. Like, it's
Yeah.
all good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta make assists happen. I've never played this game before.
Wow. Okay. Then why are you talking? Why are you talking like you know what you're talking about?
because
Shots fired.
Don't worry. This isn't Twitter. You don't have to pretend that you know what you're talking about.
untrue. I have to do that in every aspect of my life. This is a podcast. That's exactly where you pretend like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, speaking of pretending we know what we talk about, do we want to answer some questions?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Some pressing gamer questions.
Yeah.
Also, you can feel free to send stuff in the chat right now. We might answer
Send stuff in the
that.
chat right now and make it freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it freaky, but
Make it weird and perverted.
Make it freaky,
Make
but also
yourself get banned.
like not don't break TOS or whatever. Like
Agree to disagree on this.
okay, well,
well, yeah. Go off. Do your own thing.
what those
But-
feet smell like.
I
and
can't get
stuff
over
like
this
that.
dog.
Maybe not that one. Our first question from Mithare is a gamer chair worth it?
Yes.
No.
Damn.
All right, we're about to tussle.
Yeah, let's go. Okay. Do you want to sit in a freaking race car chair
No,
that's
that's-
overly
okay,
priced?
no,
Buy
no,
a nice
no,
chair that has
no.
good lumbar support and is beautifully designed.
Okay.
Go to come on. Like
Hear me out.
you need
Hear me
Yes,
out.
exactly. Like go
Herman
to
Millers
design
don't
within
work
reason.
for everyone.
They don't work for everyone, but there's lots of other chairs that look really nice and have good lumbar support that don't make you look like you're in a race car chair.
Strapped
Okay, but
into
can
it.
you get a green creeper Secret Lab Titan
That's a good
chair?
question. That's a good question.
Like you can't. Having a gamer chair, honestly, I've never had a gamer chair. I've always sat in like a wooden ass chair with a pillow on it. My back is broken, like everything hurts. And I finally got a gamer chair last year and it's like saved my back. Maybe
Okay.
I'm just taking one step up. I think maybe it's worth it if you don't have $800 plus and you just want to spend that $395 and get a Secret Lab. Like it's like one step up. And then a Herman Miller is like if you are a full-time working individual sitting at your computer all day.
I will say I wasn't the one who threw out Herman Miller. I was thinking it, but I think there are probably affordable options that don't look dumb as hell.
You just don't like
Do
the
you
look.
think
I think yes, I don't like the look. I also think they are, even at a lower price point, I think they're overpriced for what they are.
True.
Because I think you're paying for the quote unquote gamer chair and not just like just get a chair with good lumbar support.
I feel like the Secret Lab, the black one, which is the one I have, the black fabric one is the one I have. I feel like it's not ugly.
Does
I
it
feel
have
like
a
it's-
design? What is
no,
it?
there's no
I
design.
have-
It's totally plain.
I have it too, but it still is clearly a gamer chair.
Yeah, but
Is my issue. It still looks like it was pulled out of like a NASCAR car.
And they
Like
just
it was like
put wheels on it.
Yes, like friggin' Danica Patrick was like, here. That's the only race car driver I could think of. I was like, Jim Gordon? Is that one?
That sounds
no,
real.
there is something. There is something Gordon. Wait, Rob Gordon? Someone's dead.
Someone is dead.
Richard Bush.
There is a dead one.
Who's the dead one? What's this thing?
Al Gordon?
Nope.
Jim Gordon Sr.
Al Gordon.
senior is right. The senior is right.
James
Al Gordon Sr.
Dale Earnhardt.
Oh, Dale
Dale
Earnhardt.
Earnhardt.
Why did you let us think Gordon was in there somewhere? Gordon is so far from Earnhardt. Okay,
Yeah.
Dale Earnhardt.
Anyway,
Okay, that guy's dead. So, but but the point is, we can disagree. But wait, what do you think,
Yes.
Funke?
I think, well, I don't like the look of gamer of it, but I do think people should have comfortable chairs. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
Support your back.
Yeah,
That's
you
important.
Don't want a wooden chair that is just like for the table, for like eating
Yeah.
food.
No.
No,
You
if
will
you're sitting
ruin
at your
your back.
desk, you definitely need to have something comfy.
Yeah.
And if it's
Yeah.
gamer, like I feel like gamer chairs know that, so they're like capitalizing and overcharging. But
Yes.
I just like a good, comfortable chair. Just invest in that. I think it's worth it. Like,
Absolutely. And if you want a good, comfortable chair, also well designed,
Mm.
maybe Herman Miller, no pressure. Or maybe, sure,
you
maybe if someone wants to send me one of the Herman Miller gaming chairs.
Herman Miller, if you're in the chat.
If so, well, I'm not an advocate.
really?
I'm not an advocate for getting a Herman Miller chair. So actually, you would need to send me the chair because you need to change my mind.
well,
I'm the one that you need to send the chair. Danica Herod, live in Los Angeles. You can tweet at me.
Yeah, just say your address so they know where to send it.
that would be very good. That brings us to our next question from
Where do you live?
Del Focus. Where do you live? No. How much gamer household decoration is too much decoration?
Any.
I 100% agree. I was like gonna have a more nicer diplomatic answer, but truly, if I come into your home and you have like quote unquote tasteful gamer decor,
No,
I'm like,
none of it's tasteful. None of it's tasteful. None of it's tasteful. None of it is tasteful. None of it is
it
tasteful.
is such a turn off.
It is like, okay, I have an entire bookshelf of Hatsune Miku figures, but I feel like even that is more tasteful than me seeing like sexy Zelda up on a wall or something.
Or
Like,
even like the stuff that drives
not
me
tasteful.
nuts is going to someone's house and seeing like a framed picture of like an artfully done like
Kirby.
I don't know. Yes, like Kirby. It's like, oh boy, just get real art.
or the people who have the pillows on the couch that says like, you know, like +1, like
Oh, I
level
know.
up, and it's like a heart.
Or like the
like
the 8-bit hearts. I can't
Yeah.
with them. I cannot.
Yeah, I'm
It's
so
also
sorry
a
if
thing-
anyone in this
I
room
know,
or
everyone is
anyone
crying
watching
in
has
chat.
gamer merch, but also gamer t-shirts. I like
No.
if you want to wear them to bed, cool, but like don't ever let me see you out in a gamer t-shirt and a plaid button down. Like I have a lot of
My
friends who wear
thing
that shit,
is
but
just okay. My thing is like just have some taste. Like if you have a bunch of gamer memorabilia, whatever, I am of the mind, live your life, be
Yeah.
happy with it, but just know that your taste is bad.
Damn.
live your truth. Live your
Yeah.
truth.
Live your truth.
If you want to have a giant 6-foot tall Master Chief in your apartment,
I
like
think
go for it.
That's
but
good.
know
to
that I
greet
don't
people.
ever wanna
That's
come
very
over.
good to greet people.
Life-size Master Chief in your apartment, I think.
That's kind of sexy. Like that's kind of sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, my thing is also like I think I've been gifted so much stupid gamer shit that I'm like, this is so kitschy and I don't want this in my home.
I always wanted the Death Stranding BB. I don't have gamer merch in my place, but I just like how weird that shit is. Like just having that in the living room, like on the dining table.
Yeah.
Just as a piece, I think that would work.
I wanted
Yeah.
the Norman Reedus like stand up, like the actual figure they had at E3, like
Oh,
that you could take pictures with. I would have that in my place.
just greeting
Like just Norman
Where do
Reedus
you
in my
put
place.
that in your place, though?
Like just right as soon as you open the door, he's there. It's
Like, he's holding the door.
Jesus, whoa, Norman Reedus is here.
Holy cow.
But yeah, any gamer merch is too much merch. Just don't. You already have
Yeah,
like a
I
3-monitor
agree.
PC setup.
People
like,
know.
You have your backgrounds. Like
They see what you look like.
Yeah, they know
They
what-
know.
they,
Okay.
like, yeah.
And if they don't know, good for you. Hide your shame.
yeah, exactly, precisely.
So I have another one here. This is from the anti-boredom.
Okay.
I rarely beat games because a new one comes out and steals my attention. Help!
I am a non-completionist.
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
I'm of the mindset that like you don't need to finish a game to get full enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you enjoy the game and you were satisfied with what you played of it, that's fine.
Yeah.
we
whatever.
were talking a bit about this on your stream, but like
Yeah.
I feel like people equate like time played as money, like your
Yeah.
money to time played, and it's like
Yeah.
no, you can like have 20 minutes of the game and it's like very fun, and then you put it away and you do other things. Like
Right.
you don't need to squeeze out every last minute of that game for it to be worth it.
I think
Yeah.
if you're a completionist, you're a completionist, and if you're not, you're not. Like I think the last game I played 100% all the way through was Yakuza 0 in 2017. Like I didn't even
Good
finish.
game.
Yeah, I didn't even finish Near Replicant. Like, and that is a super good game, and I didn't even get to the end because like something else caught my attention. I just feel like. Yeah, I think if you are a completionist by nature, do your thing, finish those games. But if you don't want to finish them, or you don't like have the energy to finish them or the care to finish them, who cares? Just don't finish them.
Like, and I think that you can still get a ton of enjoyment out
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
I think there's nothing wrong
and
with
if
that
you're
at all.
not enjoying them because you're not completing them, that's not like your fault. That's just the game's fault. You
I
just-
also think like you don't have to be someone who plays a game right when it comes out. Like people are also like, I need to get it right now, and
Yep.
it's like, no, wait till it goes
No.
on sale, or like I remember when I was in college, I would only get my games used, and then I would play what I wanted to play out of it, and then I would trade it in for the next one I wanted to get probably used. I got so few games when they actually came out.
Yeah, wait till you have time. I played Nier
Yeah.
Automata like a year after it came out,
Yeah.
and it was awesome because I had like 2 weeks to
Yeah,
play
the
it.
only reason I started playing games like when they first started coming out was when I was in Games Press and I had to talk about them immediately.
Yeah, like if it's your job, then I get it. But like,
Yes.
there's
Right.
no rush, especially if you
No.
don't have time or you have finals or something. I feel like people
Yeah.
buy games right when they drop, but they also have like price cuts like a couple months after.
They
too,
do,
like,
and oftentimes
when you have more free time.
Yeah,
I
the game
swear.
is going to update too and like be
Right,
better if
right,
you wait a
right,
little bit,
right.
like, and you'll know like real reviews and stuff.
But I guess it's also that FOMO of like the first conversation, wave of convos. But not you don't have to be a part of that all the time. Like especially if you're not doing it for work. Like
Yeah, just mute
take
it.
your time.
Mute the words.
Yeah.
Mute the words. Mute the hashtags, and then you're good.
No, truly. We have one from Max is here. Which video
No,
game?
he's not.
He's not in the room. Ayo. Also, which video game character is the best real life role model?
Kiryu Kazuma.
Oh.
Also, what is the worst?
Well, there's a lot of bad ones. Anyone from like a GTA game, probably.
Yeah.
The best? I don't know.
I think Kiryu is such a good, like, he would be so I would love to have him
Okay.
as a mentor.
Don't be mad. Who and what?
Kiryu from
said who?
Yakuza?
I've seen those games be played. I played a little bit of one of them, and I was like,
Nobody
there's a lot of
judge
time
her.
between each
Don't
sentence.
yeah.
It
Don't
took too
judge her.
long.
Don't judge her. Who's?
Is he kind of like a big dumb though?
Yeah, he's like a himbo.
Yeah, but
That's
he means
something
really
we
But
should
he
well.
means
aspire
super
to?
well.
Yeah.
He means super
Okay.
well, and he cares so much about everyone.
Yeah.
He doesn't discriminate. Like, he's just like a good
Okay,
dude.
sure.
He's a good dude.
Okay.
Yeah, and he can like shoot people. So it's like you have that added plus
That's
that like
cool.
you'll never be in danger. You know.
But most of the time he's just using his fists. I swear.
Yeah.
Like, bop,
Yeah.
bop, bop.
He
Going
do be
beast
he do
style
be
or
punching
whatever.
shit.
Yeah. I think a good one. Kirby doesn't really do much. Like he chills out, like eats stuff. I think that's a good way to just live life.
Yeah, he stays sucking.
He stays sucking, yeah. For bad, yeah, GTA is a good one.
Yeah. Anything in GTA.
For bad, I was thinking like
most games probably.
for bad, I was thinking like Tom Nook, really bad.
Landlord vibes.
Yeah.
Landlord vibes.
Okay, but if we're talking good, Isabel. She's
That's
cool.
true.
She's
Isabel
like
is
a good role
awesome.
model.
Yeah.
Hard
Yeah.
worker. Maybe she works a little too hard.
Yeah.
Though. She should take a break.
Super into
But
the
she
community.
drinks too.
Yeah.
She like
Good
drinks
for her, I
sometimes. You
know.
know,
She
needs a
drinks?
break. Yeah, she needs a break. She has like a cup of whiskey.
Oh,
Yeah, I
shit.
always thought it was iced tea, but
I think
like,
it's whiskey.
when I like play at 10 a.m., I'm like,
Goals.
No. Seriously. How do you combat the? This is from Derek.
Okay.
Not from Life with Derek. Derek, I don't think. How do you combat the constant creeping dread that you aren't so much playing a game, as much as you are just pressing buttons in an order and your brain is off?
What? I think for me, I think sometimes it's nice because like I play games as a leisure activity. So I think that I do enjoy getting like enjoyment out of them like on an artistic level and on a, you know, even just sort of like I'm like working my mind and like figuring out logic and whatever. But I think also sometimes I like just getting into a game and relaxing. I also know for me there's something meditative about a game that does shut off my brain and I am just clicking the buttons in a satisfying way, of course, but in a way that like occupies my mind enough to have a little bit of focus, but not so much that it can't wander and I can't kind of meditate or think about life or whatever. And I think that for me is the appeal of games a lot of the time.
What kind of games do that for you? Is that the simulation games or
Sometimes, but I think it's more honestly like a Call of Duty or something that it's like there's no real mental challenge. It's sort of like a lot of reflex.
Yeah.
I think that for me works, or even like Fortnite. I mean, Fortnite I play socially very much so, but I think like a shooter that's like repetitive and comfortable is the stuff that sort of does it for me.
I think Minecraft is like that for me too.
Yeah,
I think
for sure. I think Minecraft is another great one.
Yeah, and I feel the same. I feel like I think the view is like a little bit off. I think playing games and being able to just like push buttons is a good thing, but maybe this person isn't viewing it as a good thing and is being hard on themselves because they're not, you know, like their head isn't in the game.
Yeah, they're not being like
They don't got their head in the game.
productive or
Yeah, and it
something.
doesn't have to be like that. Like you can just chill out and just play stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
It seems like you're stressed about that, but you don't need to be. It's just a video game.
Yeah,
You
have
d-
fun.
Yeah, just have fun. If
just
you're not
hop on
having fun-
Minecraft, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're not having fun, don't play that game. Like
Yeah.
just play something else.
Yeah.
How do you? This is from Admiral Hotcakes. How do you balance your time spent gaming with your other interests? Because some people seem to not know when to stop or how much to make time for that.
I mean, I think for me at least, my issue is never like, I'm gaming too much and doing other things. It's always more like, I need to remind myself, like, hey, you can relax and not be productive, and that's okay. So I think I maybe have a little bit of a different perspective. I also think, like, I like saying yes to stuff. If you feel like you're not doing anything and you get invited to a thing that you might be hesitant on for whatever reason, just say yes to it. And just, like, give it a try. Worst case scenario, well, there's a lot of worst case scenarios. But oftentimes, you might just have, like, an awkward evening, or it might not be exactly what you wanted, but maybe you learned something, or you met someone, or whatever. And I think just, like, going out and trying to do stuff is always nice if you feel like you're always just staying in. Or I am, like, a big proponent. Go take a class. You'll meet new people. You'll learn something new. Like, there's often a lot of free ones you can find online or within your community. Like, go take a class. Go take a sketching class. Go take a language class. And, like, sign up for something you have to see people regularly at. And I think that's a good way to meet people as an adult. And then after you've been there a little bit and you've chit-chatted, why don't you invite someone to coffee or go to a movie and, like, make some friends and find...
Someone is extroverted. Like you're saying this and I'm, like, sweating. I don't even... I don't leave the house, so for me, I think I try to combine like gaming with my other interests, like streaming and stuff like that. But also, like, I'm terrible at balancing things. Like, I'll want to start getting into drawing, and I'll maybe do it for a week, and then I'm like, nope, and I want to get into something else. And I think it's another one of those things where, like, if you work full time and you find yourself like feeling like you're thinking about work after work, just be easy on yourself and give yourself a break.
Yeah, I also think it's okay if you're like, oh my god, I spent the week playing video games doing nothing else. Like, that's fine. Maybe you just needed a week off. Like, that's okay.
Because sometimes I feel like a lot of time, especially during the pandemic, people just work too much or like do too much shit. So yeah, having that time to just relax is very good.
Yeah. Especially now that people are going back into offices and like kind of re-entering into society in a lot of ways. Like, that's very overwhelming, and it's a lot. So I think also just like giving yourself a break and being like, I just want to spend every night in this week is totally fine.
Yeah. Even going out, like I've been going out like every weekend now with my friends because like things are slowly opening up. But the day after, I'm like broken because I just go too hard, and that's the day I'll just like play too many video games or something. Like, I'm just like, I don't really want to go outside. I've done that. I did that yesterday. Like, let me do a chill day now, which is pretty chill.
Yeah, me every day. I don't leave the house.
This one is from Rhea. Is it true that most people are only comfortable with one genre of game? How do we change that? Or does it even need to be changed?
I don't think so. I think there are some people who like they play a lot of RPGs and that's the game like genre that they prefer to play. But I think most people are fine playing a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah, I also think we're in a unique position that we know people who work in games.
That's true. That's true.
I think are a little more dedicated to like playing more than just the one type. I think for a lot of consumers, they have their one game they play of like they're just going to buy Madden every year, no matter if it's good or bad. And
that's true.
All they play. And I
Xbox gamers only play one style of game, and that's sports.
I personally don't think that's a bad thing at all. I don't see why we would change it. I think, you know, if you like a bunch of games, great. If other people like one game, great. I don't know. I think that's totally fine. And I think that, like, there's still a quote-unquote gamer, if that's what they want to be. But I also think, like, if all you do is play, like, Candy Crush on your phone, cool. You like games, and that's the game you like. And that is totally fine. I don't know.
So if you're, like, you know, someone's mom, then you play Candy Crush all the time and you don't play anything else. If you're an Xbox gamer, you play sports games and you don't play anything else. Maybe sometimes you slip in a like shooter or something like that.
Like a wrestling game.
Yeah. Wrestling, yeah. If you're a PC gamer, you play Valorant and Apex and Minecraft sometimes and Fortnite. And if you are a Switch gamer, you play Animal Crossing, and that's just, you know,
that's the way it goes.
That's the way it goes.
And that's A-okay.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like a theme with these questions is just people being like, am I a gamer?
You're too hard on yourself.
Like,
I think that the
what defines
lesson
being a gamer?
The lesson we need to learn here is being less hard on ourselves for our hobbies or our lack thereof. Like,
it's also like video games are a leisure activity. They are a social activity.
Yeah.
Like, there is no necessarily wrong way to do it for the most part. Like, I don't know. I also think people take games too seriously a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And
Facts.
like, it's also, I think sometimes when people listen to podcasts and all the hosts are like, well, I played this game and that game and that game. It's like, that's...
Or even on Twitter, just being on Twitter.
Sure. Yeah. It's like, that is their job to do that. And it's also like, if who cares? I don't know. I don't understand the mentality of some of that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's also just because, like, in especially early 2000s when I was growing up, I feel like there was such a model of a gamer, like, this, you gotta do this, you gotta be drinking Mountain Dew, eating Doritos.
Doritos.
Like, yeah, like that kind of shit. And I feel like that's being broken down now.
Sure.
Like, now that more people than just like a white dude is playing a game or like
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
face of games and stuff.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I think people are just still recovering from and being like, is this a community for me?
Yeah.
Sure.
But
There's a TikTok account actually that I follow that I highly recommend, and I think it's Wholesome Games or something like that. And it's this TikTok account run by this girl who she just highlights like new like wholesome games that are coming out, whether they're like itch.io games or they're coming out on Switch or something like that. And I think a lot of people who follow her aren't gamers, but they are interested in like chilling out and maybe playing some Animal Crossing. So I don't know. Just do what you want.
yeah,
for sure.
truly just do what you want. We have a non-gaming question.
Oh yeah.
How has making music or just noodling around been lately for the three of you?
Oh my gosh.
I don't make music at all, so it's been going great.
What's happened to me for the last year is like people asking me to collaborate or asking to feature me on stuff, and I say yes, and then I flake because I am just terrible at holding plans. I hate making plans, honestly. That being said, now that I'm like kind of back into streaming, I've just been singing a lot of karaoke, which has kind of reinvigorated me. And a friend asked me to like feature on a song for her app, and I was like, okay. And I think I'm actually going to go through with that. So yeah, it's one of those hobbies that like I would love to get back into it, but it's energy.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
I think you're probably enjoying it a lot more than me.
I also just want to
You
say
had a show over the weekend.
no, it's next weekend.
Oh, never mind. Next week.
Yeah, but I'm really excited for that. But also your song "By the Shore."
Oh
Do you
yeah,
know-
by the tide.
By the Tide, yeah. That song, I remember listening to that so many times. I was like, this is such a banger. Like it's really, really cool.
Yeah, I miss it. I think also not living in New York has made me lose a little bit of interest in music, because when I was in New York, I was like performing all the time, and the like music scene in New York is so much cooler than it is in LA. It's much more like underground and much more like DIY. In LA, it's just a lot different, Hollywood. So
Yeah, it seems shinier here.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Which is weird. But yeah, music for me has been fun recently. I've been making music with my friend Max, like in this group called Cat Dog, where we do like video game kind of beats and just rap and sing on top of it, which has been a really great outlet, I think, especially during the pandemic when it hit. We were just like making a song every day and just like putting it all in a vault, which we were like, okay, what are the best songs here? And we've been like getting our artist friends to collaborate and make album art and just feature on these tracks, and that's been really cool. So I think we're starting to like get in the process of releasing it, which feels weird because we've just been sitting on all this music for so long, and I'm nervous, but I don't know, it's gonna be
That's
fun.
exciting.
Yeah, and next on December 18th, next Friday, we're gonna do our first live show, which like we've been playing shows in Minecraft and stuff. Which
Oh
has
my
been,
God,
like,
that's sick.
Yeah. No,
We went to,
Minecraft
like-
shows are awesome, but this is gonna be
Yeah.
different. This is gonna be very awesome.
It's gonna be so
Yeah.
different. Yeah, we went to like String Formal and Lava Palooza, which were like really, really fun.
That's
And
so
some
funny.
fun artists like involved as well. But in person, it's like, I don't know. How do you do this? Like, I'm nervous, but I think it's gonna be a fun vibe either way.
Cool. So you're gonna feature me on a song at some point?
If you're down,
I'm so down.
Are you serious?
Literally, I'm so down. Like,
Okay.
I would so much more prefer to like make music with my friends. Like, I'll be motivated to work with you because
Okay.
we're friends. So
Yeah.
yeah, hit me up.
Okay, no, I'll hit up Max too. That sounds
Okay,
fun.
let's get it.
Let's go.
Okay, let's
I'm
go.
busy, so
Abby's busy.
Abby,
I don't- I'm
no.
not
She's busy
interested.
playing Fortnite.
yeah.
You could do the Fortnite song.
Yeah, you can be in the
No.
background like
Chug,
Fortnite.
I can't
Fortnite.
sing. You wouldn't want
Fortnite.
this.
Fortnite.
Yeah, you could be like SpongeBob.
Can you give me one of those like
SpongeBob.
auto-tune
Patrick,
mics?
Patrick. Yeah, we can.
Okay,
This
great.
is that.
Yeah.
Try it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, this is that? No, I'm not gonna fall for
Okay,
this. Not
well,
again.
Not again.
we did our best.
Yes. Let me get the next question. Got any tips for better eating when you are gaming at the same time. This is from Dastardly.
Okay, so get on DoorDash or Uber Eats, scroll to McDonald's, get a 6-piece chicken nugget, small fry, 3-pack of cookies, and a small Diet Coke, and call that the Danica meal,
That sounds
and then you're
great.
good.
Man, I haven't gotten cookies from McDonald's in so long.
They're
That sounds
so
awesome.
good.
Can I go through the McDonald's drive-thru after
Yes.
this? Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Wait,
they're
cookies
so
from
good.
McDonald's are good?
Oh,
Yeah, they are. They're bad in a good way.
no, they're
good.
so good, I promise.
It's such a specific McDonald's flavor. I don't know how to describe it.
McDonald's flavor.
It's just like you can only get these
Ode
cookies
to
at
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
They're so good. They're so good.
I think my answer is like cook something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
Put down the controller.
No, hell no.
Take
Sure.
a break.
Hell no. No, never.
That's facts. I don't eat when I game. I can't do it. Like, because
Well,
I
it's
feel like.
also like you get the controller all yucky.
Yeah.
Oh, I eat and stream. I'm notorious for it.
God.
I've had so many people get so mad at me because I'm like,
Mike's
all
on
right,
too?
I'm eating a bagel, and I'm like,
Oh
while
my
I'm gaming.
God.
People hate it. People
I
hate it.
hate like mouth.
When
food
I was
noise.
at Waypoint, we had people would actually write in and complain about like people who have the condition misophonia, and so I had to stop. But I would eat apples when I was at Waypoint. I think
it's crispy.
I know. I think like legitimately what I do is I have like 4 boxes of like my favorite protein bars, and I have Gamer Fuel, and like just a bunch of like I buy baby snacks from Aldi because they taste so
What do
good.
you mean baby snacks?
Like
like
like-
pureed chicken.
not pureed chicken, but little yogurt bites, and also these little like teething wafers that I didn't know were teething wafers, but now I just order them all the time. So I think having things that you like
Yeah.
nearby and being conscious about taking breaks.
Yeah. I
I-
also think that kind of stuff is like there's good finger food. Like I also love like it's gonna sound like boring, but like raspberries, you know, like delicious, like raspberries and almonds are like so good because they don't get shit on your fingers. Like you
Yeah.
keep playing, but they're like yummy.
But raspberries do get like.
Yeah, they get that. That's
Squishy.
I don't know, y'all. How are y'all grabbing your raspberries?
I mean,
Mine
I'd
are
probably
not
eat
that
it with a
mushy.
fork.
My
Oh, okay.
no, raspberries are not yucky. They're pretty. The ones I'm eating aren't like.
They're yours. They must not be
disintegrating my
right.
fingers. They're delicious and perfectly right. How dare you?
Yeah, but I don't know. I really don't like to eat in game just because like
I don't. Yeah.
when I'm playing a game, I'm trying to be focused on what I'm doing most of the time, at least. And I don't know. My focus is split. Like I got a French fry here. Like
Yeah.
what? I'm getting shot by C Long. Some dude got an op. Like what's going on? I don't
Also,
know.
I don't have enough hands for that.
Truly, yeah. I think it is worth to just like be like I'm done playing
just
right
take a
now.
break.
Let's
Hit pause.
let's make something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been trying to learn how to cook more
Nice.
recently. Yeah, because like ordering in food.
It's so
the-
expensive.
Yeah, the
It
wallet takes a
is.
bullet.
It's
like
so
I
expensive.
know. It's so yummy though.
it is yummy.
Although the other day, okay. I've been like in my head about this for a couple days now. It's so stupid. There's this place I really like that makes these delicious like breakfast burritos and hamburgers, and they have like
Is
these
it the
tater
egg on a
tots
hamburger?
with- oh yeah, you can get an egg on it. It's so good.
Are you talking about badass burrito?
No,
Okay, what are you talking about?
I don't remember the name of it.
Okay.
but it's really delicious.
Okay.
but. The last time I ordered a breakfast burrito, it was like I wanted this one that had like chili in it. It was gonna be so good, and then it came and it was not what I wanted, and it had like cooked onions, which is not my jam, and I was just like, this is not what I wanted. And I told Seamless, and I was like, sorry, but this was wrong. And then the next day, because every day I'm like, I want this breakfast burrito, I ordered from them again, and then they were open, and then Seamless called me and was like, they canceled your order, and I'm like, did they know? Because I got a refund.
Oh no.
Am I
No.
like blacklisted?
There's no
from
way,
this?
right?
I don't know, but it made me very nervous. I haven't been able to order from them
There's
since.
no way.
They knew, and they were like, "Fuck this order,
Is
never
Seamless
again."
like an Uber Eats app?
Yeah,
or-
it's like it's owned by Grubhub. I guess
Yeah.
I don't know. Is Seamless in New York?
They're all
thing?
the
It's
same
I
shit.
still use it.
Oh yeah, I only use Seamless in New York.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
in
really?
LA, I use Uber Eats mostly.
Oh, well, Uber Eats isn't that like you order and then they drive in their car and just pick it up for you?
It's the same. It's
Yeah,
literally
but
the
how
same
does
as
it work for
Grubhub,
Seamless?
It's the
I
same
guess
as
that's
everything.
the same thing.
They
But I'm
also
thinking
ride their
more-
bike. They do anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the things that I got into actually in the last couple of months, because I've been calorie counting now for like 5 months or something, and I started ordering. HelloFresh they own a company called Factor that does like prepackaged meals, but they're cooked and they're like vacuum sealed. And so you just poke holes in them and microwave them, and they send you like a week's worth or however many. And I've been doing that, and it's saved me and my wallet.
Really?
Yes.
Aren't
So
those
what's it
expensive
called
though?
again?
It's $100 a week for for the amount that I get, but
like, for
when
groceries?
I order
If you're-
out,
no,
I'm
no, no,
spending.
I know.
I get you.
I went through my bank statement and was like,
Nightmare.
oh
It's
hell
so
no!
much.
Like, am I really spending like $1,000 a month eating out? Yeah.
It's also like groceries. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I still have like a New York mentality. But I'm like, $400 a month for groceries sounds kind of fucking normal. Like,
yeah, right.
it's
But my
not
groceries,
okay,
my
but-
groceries tend to go bad, which is why this has
Sure.
also saved me because
Yeah,
it's
I
like
know.
I'm getting like 12. You can choose however many, but I'm getting like 12 meals a week, and I can eat them for lunch and dinner, and they're perfectly sealed. So you just poke holes and then microwave them, and
Yeah.
or put them in the oven. And
I've
like,
kind of been on a similar wave. Like I got the boxes that it has all the ingredients in like the recipe,
Right.
but you make it yourself.
right, which
That's
is why I had to stop those. I hate dishes.
No, but it's
know,
fun.
me
I feel
too.
like Ratatouille. Like I'm actually in the
Oh,
kitchen.
you do? Yeah,
cooking-
you be cooking in
I
the
know, be cooking
kitchen.
in the kitchen. I'm like, dang, like this is how it feels to be good at cooking. Like they just set it up for you in a way that's so easy. But
Yeah.
It's
I've done
great to
those too,
teach.
but I found
It's great to
them too-
teach you cooking too.
yeah,
I found them
absolutely.
too hard because they would have like a billion ingredients.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I
Yeah.
am not going to go out and buy
Too
like
much chopping.
shallots and like
Too
all
much
this other
chopping.
stuff. It's
But-
like too much stuff for me as like a single adult to go out and like buy to make for myself. You know what I mean? Like,
But they give it all to you in the little box.
I know, but just for like longevity. Also, sometimes in the little box, I'm like, this is still too much stuff. They're like, it's easy. Make this like sauce while you cook this thing and
Oh,
there's
I
something in
can't
the
do
oven.
it. I
I'm like,
can't do
this
it.
is
I
too
can't
much
do it.
multitasking. Give me one thing at a time.
Yeah.
My roommate and I like add 40 minutes to each thing. It'll be like, it takes 20 minutes to
Yes.
repair. No, it doesn't.
No.
It
Yeah.
doesn't.
No,
like
it
unless you have
doesn't.
6
It
arms.
takes
like
me 40 minutes to chop vegetables. Like
I
it
know.
takes so long sometimes.
So my uncle's a chef, and when he cuts stuff, it's like, boom.
Okay,
done.
no, yeah.
Yeah, I don't get
Wow, that's fun.
I'm like,
it. Protecting my thumb the whole time.
I know.
Also, chat. I'm not sure. I think HelloFresh might be it. It's something.
oh, it's called
fresh food.
Factor. Are you talking about what I was talking about?
Oh no, I was talking about mine.
Oh,
but-
oh yeah.
I did Blue Apron.
I did Blue Apron and HelloFresh. I've done them all.
Wow.
I've done 'em all.
What's your fave? This one you have
This
now.
one I'm doing now,
Factor?
Factor.
Okay.
I can give you a code for a free box.
Please do.
Yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you
bless.
so much.
Yeah. We have another gamer question. Do you actually need to be good at video games to
No.
play? It's not done yet. It's
Okay.
not done. To play FromSoft games, or should I just
Oh.
give up on the idea
So-
of maybe someday playing them?
I have been enjoying all of these games,
Mm-hmm.
and they are designed to make you feel bad at them. I think personally, they are challenging games, but they're punishing, and like
Mm-hmm.
you just have to like learn the mechanics of it and be patient and kind of learn how it works.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to be good. I think you have to be patient, and I think you have to fight
Yeah.
through sometimes a lot of bullshit of like, well, I finally got through this area, and then someone jumped around a corner and murdered me.
Yeah.
Because that's how the game was designed, or
I-
I fell through a hole or whatever.
I remember when I got my PS5 and I was like, damn, there's like 1 or 2 games for this shit. And I DM'd you, Abby. I was like, should I get Demon's Souls? Like, is it hard? And you were like, nah, you can beat it. And then I was like, okay, I'll do it. And I played through it, and it is like, I don't know, it pretends to be hard. It has a veneer of
Yeah.
like, you gotta be the best gamer on
No.
earth. But you also fully don't. Like, it is
No,
just
absolutely
learning.
not.
Like, and I
Yeah.
feel like anyone, if you just want to beat it and you want to keep going further, like, if someone keeps stabbing you around a corner, like, you're gonna walk around. Like, you're not gonna keep
Right.
getting stabbed in that corner. I feel like you're gonna learn from that.
Yeah, I think
I
you just have to have patience. I like Bloodborne is the only FromSoft game that I've played, and I am terrible at games. I'm one of those people who's like a huge advocate for putting easy mode in every single game.
Yeah, it should just be there.
It should be there, but Bloodborne, it's super challenging and can be really, really frustrating. So yeah, I think people who have short tempers and like low attention spans and like a hard time with patience, yeah, FromSoft games are probably not for you, because a lot of the gameplay in those games is you learning where not to go, what not to do. Yeah.
It's like you just have to learn the game is really all. It's
Yeah.
like it's almost like learning a language, and then once you know it, it's like, oh, I understand what this game is.
Yeah,
gonna
just
throw at
get
me.
good, forehead.
Yeah. I also think personally that's what makes those games so fun is not the challenge, is like it's the satisfaction of being like, oh, I figured this out and I can like actually see myself progress, which is really satisfying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's true in like learning a language. Like after I beat Demon's Souls, I was like, you know what? I'll try Bloodborne. Like I've
and
seen
it's
people play
so
Bloodborne.
easy to get into,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then you
already
see like
understood
what they
it.
changed. Like Bloodborne is so
Yeah.
much more aggressive. Like and,
Yeah.
and that rally mechanic where the health comes back if you
Yeah.
keep
It's so
hitting.
fun.
Yeah, it's cool
I
to
love
see their
Bloodborne.
design, and I think it is a really cruel game series, but like it hits. I think it
Yeah.
hits
Yeah.
when you find what's good in it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you
Patience.
find how you like to
Patience.
play it. Because there's also a bunch of different ways to like build out a character.
There's
in those
so
games.
many. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just pick like big knight with a sword, two-handed sword, just swing at shit.
I
And
want
you
to
get
be
to,
like
you get to
fast
design your
and
character, so
Yeah.
like you can make like the ugliest motherfucker you've ever seen in that
I
game.
made all of mine are the Spice Girls each time.
Hell
It's a different
yeah,
one.
hell yeah.
Bloodborne, Scary Spice.
Okay. Well, that's fitting. It's
Yeah.
scary.
It's true. But yeah, I think a good one to start with those. I think Demon Souls is good to start, and then do
It's-
like
yeah.
the magic build. I think is what it's called, like a mage or something. It's like I think that's a good way to get into those games.
There's also so many ways you can cheese
Yeah.
bosses, and there's so
Yeah.
many items.
Yeah,
and
for
if
sure.
you have like, I don't know, I feel like Demon Souls is pretty easy to like get people to help you and like summon
Yeah.
people.
Absolutely.
So just get help.
Watch YouTube
And I-
videos too. Like I
Yeah.
feel like people are too afraid to look stuff up.
For
Yes.
sure.
Please just look stuff up because
And I
it will
also
help you.
think sometimes it's like I'm doing this boss wrong. It's like no, you just need to go grind and then like get 2 more levels and then you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just need to
Yeah.
like just like get your character a little bit beefy.
Yeah. Shout out Fanbite Guides. Ohshit.help.
There you go. Oh shit, that help.
Yeah. And you'll get some help with that. Y'all, we're wrapping up this block. I
Wow.
want to say thank you both for joining me. This is so fun. This is a nice time.
I agree.
Yeah, it was fun.
Thank you for
Yeah.
having us.
Yeah. thank you.
Of course. A final question: how do y'all feel about video games right now? Like, what's the state of it? How you feeling about all of it?
I
The
mean,
Game Awards just happened.
I
It's
did
been-
not watch
did.
them.
I know.
You didn't
I
watch it?
also did not.
Mhm.
I think for me, the Game Awards feel fake. They
Facts.
just feel like
I
a way to
mean,
sell games,
I have
and it's
no
like
interest in watching them at all.
Yeah, I don't think they like really mean anything or matter personally,
Mm-hmm.
but other people really care about them, and I think if it's fun for you, fine. But I think for me, games, especially now that I'm like working full time, like in the industry again, I think they still just feel like an extension of work in a lot of ways, and that's sort of what's made Inscription so nice. This is the first time in a while where I've gotten back into a game and like actually I'm like I want to sit down and play this in my free time, you
Yeah.
know, and that's been really nice. So I think I still really like games, but I think it's also like again for me a leisure activity. I've never really considered games to be like a quote unquote hobby, which is maybe like a
Yeah.
pedantic distinction, but I think a lot of people do see it as a hobby, whereas
Yeah.
for me I'm like I don't know.
I think games are a hobby for me again, but I still feel very strongly that like I don't know if we'll ever get back to where games were in like 2017, 2018. Like I feel like we had some really, really, really fucking good years
Yeah.
in games. Like with Nier Automata and Yakuza and Horizon Zero Dawn and shit and all these like really big games that felt, I don't know, they felt so big within like games communities, and I just feel like I haven't felt that in a long time. So
Sure.
I don't know.
It also may have just been where we were in our lives.
That's true.
Because 2017 was like my first year at Giant Bomb. I feel like it was a much different like. It was like a crazy year for games for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But I also just I don't know. At least for me, I'm like thinking back on it. I'm like, were things different or was I different?
Right.
And
I
how
just-
much is the pandemic as well? Because I feel like it
Yeah.
slowed down
Yeah.
production and stuff. Has been canceled and like pushed to next year and shit.
Right.
Like
I also think it's made people like reflect on their lives and prioritize what's actually important to them. You know.
Yeah, I think overall, like my gaming habits have changed to where I don't really have a desire to sit down and play a 70-hour like JRPG anymore. I would much rather like get on my Switch and play Animal Crossing or get on my computer and play Minecraft. Like I really
For sure.
I really approach games as being just like chill now.
Yeah.
So.
I think I agree with this.
Yeah.
yeah, it's good to find those games like Inscription as well. Like
Yeah.
I got a code for it. I'm like, damn, I guess I'll play this card game. Like I'll check it out for the end of the year. Then I was just sitting at my desk like click.
I
Oh my
know,
god, like
it's
what's
so
next? Like what's
good.
happening? It's good to find those
Okay,
games.
I'm
that really,
buying
like,
it. All right, y'all talk
It's
me
really,
into it. I'm
really
buying it when I
good.
get home.
It
Buying
also
when I get
like
home.
it has that itch for me that like something like Stardew Valley has, where you know when you finish Stardew Valley and you're like, just one more day. Like I
Yeah.
feel like Inscription is
Yeah.
something like just one more game or just like one more move ahead,
Yes.
and like it's been really nice to have that back.
Mm-hmm. It's good to find those moments. Well,
Agreed.
thank you both, Abby and Danica. Do you have anything to plug? Anything you're doing? What do you want to tell the gamers out there?
Sure.
I think game it up.
Game it up with extra game.
Game it
Yep.
up. You can find me Twitter at Danica Herod. You know the deal.
Yeah, and you can find me on Twitter.
Oh, here we
at
go.
Abby Russell, also known at YBBAAABBY. Also on Twitch at YBBAAABBY. And then
What does that mean?
on Instagram,
It's her name
backwards,
backwards and forwards.
Ah.
Yeah, an A in the middle. Look, I did it because I wanted consistency across all of my socials.
Keep the brand strong.
And then I didn't realize I would have to say it on a podcast
Yeah.
for the rest of my life.
Do you still have the queef tweet as your pinned tweet?
No, I got rid of it.
Oh, I was thinking about it the other day.
I know, thank you.
Okay.
Me
yeah.
too, honestly.
I think about it sometimes.
I love that tweet, and I
It's
still
so good.
think very fondly of it. But
What is the tweet? What is?
It's sorry, my queefs smell like farts. I have a deviated asshole.
Ah,
I think it's a classic one.
Gotcha.
We have some ashamed
I love
giggles.
it. I love it. I love it. Love it.
I had it like the whole time I was at Giant
It was
Bomb.
so good. Too good.
well, thank you everyone for listening and sending the questions. I really appreciate it. This has been the first episode of Help Screen, which is a fun little gamer advice show. Shout out Abby, Danica once again.
Shout out to Funke.
Shout out Funky.
Oh my gosh, stop it, y'all. And
Let's go.
stay tuned for more. We got some more special guests, and the Fancies Live continues after this. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Wow. Bing bong, fuck your life. Barley, fuck your life.
Hey, yo.
Fuck your life. Bing bong. Good, now it says it's muted. Bing bong.
Ayo, it's block 4. Feels like block 28. Am I right? Folks?
Heyo.
Of Fancies on Saturday. It's TGA weekend. We've got guests all day, and today we're very, very excited to have Kind of Funnies Blessing Adeoye Jr. on the couch.
Yo, what's up? I'm very happy and excited to be here. I love this dog.
I know. Like, we have dog. We have dog. Congratulations on the 30 under 30.
Incredible.
Thank you.
That's very cool.
Two
Thank you so
Time
much.
Magazine People of the Year.
Yeah.
And a 30 for 30 member. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
You guys got 2 Time Magazine People of the Year?
Yep. 2006.
Which one? Obama?
2010. I guess I've
Which
won
ones?
it 3 times.
Oh my goodness.
Incredible. And of course, we also have Nikki Grayson on the couch.
Oh,
Oh, by the
wow.
way, I'm John Warren. I'm head of Fan by Media.
No, you're block 4. You just introduced yourself.
Hi, I'm block 4. We are back in Los Angeles. It's my first time here since I moved away to Arkansas.
And?
Don't say you can't get to your mid-30s and still make big mistakes.
Who said that?
No one. So yeah, we've been talking video games all day. We just had Danica. I almost did
You
it.
fucking...
Wow. Wait, you guys had 2 Time Magazine
We-
People and Danica Patrick?
Holy
cow.
We had NASCAR superstar Danica Patrick here. We just got Danica Herod and Abby Russell here talking TGAs and gamer advice. Blessing, we just saw the TGAs. I don't know. What did you think of that show?
I thought it was fun.
You were there.
I was there.
You look great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So like this was my first TGA to be there in person. And I've been like watching TGAs for like the last decade,
30
right?
years.
Like for however long it's like ever since Joel McHale came through and like did his thing.
Damn.
I've been watching the TGAs and it's hard for me to like critique it in an objective way other than
Right.
saying I feel like it was too long. Being there, like by the time it got toward the end, my legs were already like killing me. But like, you know, being there in the theater and like watching the premieres live and like seeing all the stuff on the big screen, I was blown away by all of it. Let alone, I thought the announcements were pretty good. I'm a big Sonic person, and like, I got a Sonic movie trailer, and I got the trailer for the next Sonic game, and the trailer for the next Sonic game looks good, even though I need to rewatch it on not a big screen because in that moment I'm like, I can't believe they're doing it. I can't believe they're making a good Sonic, but I feel like I'm speaking way too soon on that one. But yeah, like I think there are quite a few good / interesting reveals also. Like I right before this actually, I went and I rewatched the Star Wars Eclipse trailer.
Yeah.
Because like that one played really well on a big screen.
Yeah.
But also like you get to the Quantum Dream logo, and I was like, wow.
It's like
I have a lot of questions.
Like I had mixed feelings, mixed emotions, because that trailer was great. It was a really good trailer.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Makes me wonder like what kind of game it's gonna be. I don't know if like they've mentioned genre or like you know what they're going for with it yet.
Other than Star Wars.
Other than Star Wars,
the genre.
Because like when you say Quantic Dream, I'm like, cool. Is it gonna be a narrative, cinematic, choose your own adventure kind of thing, or is it gonna be an action game?
We were joking about how in the cockpit it'll be like, do you want to go up, left, or like in this like moment to moment thing. So it's just action, full action, Quantic Dream. That's interesting.
Wow, then I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I think Quantic Dream has good budget. Like
that's the
they have a line on money.
That's the freest compliment I think I'm also willing to give.
I'm good at finding nice things to say about people.
Yeah,
You're going.
no, that's great.
Yeah, and like I'm interested to see how they throw around that budget for the action. But I don't know. Like and also like Alan Wake 2, is huge for a lot of people,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
I think there are quite a few good reveals just of that like scope and like excitement that is pretty exciting.
Yeah, it felt like to me, it's like a lot of those games are obviously AAA, but like they felt like kind of under the radar AAA, maybe like a Horizon Zero Dawn was a few years ago. So I don't know, it was interesting to see that. There wasn't like a big banger, I felt like, but it was full of like a lot of little bangers.
Oh yeah.
But let's stick with Sonic for a second. The movie trailer, we heard Idris Elba's Knuckles voice for the first time.
He's doing a
we did.
voice.
He is doing a voice.
I gotta re-listen to it again.
He's like doing a whole ass voice. The
He's
music
doing a
producer
voice.
Idris Elba is like doing a whole ass voice.
I mean, he was Stringer Bell, so we know he can do a voice.
Yeah, but
which
he's
is
like-
great.
yeah.
But yeah, I
That
thought it
trailer
was
is
very
wild.
interesting. Yeah.
Would you describe his voice as sexy as
No.
Knuckles?
Oh,
nah.
no.
Because he there was a news article, like an interview that came out where somebody asked him like, is
Right.
Knuckles gonna be sexy? And he was
He
like,
said
no,
no.
Knuckles is not gonna. He's not gonna have a sexy
But
voice.
I think his normal voice is sexy. Do you not think? You just
The-
said that you didn't think his normal voice is sexy.
When did I say that?
Oh, I thought you just
Oh, I
did.
thought that's what you meant.
That's also what you
When
said.
did I say that?
We just asked the question and you said no.
Oh, I thought.
I said,
thought
would you
y'all-
describe his voice as sexy? And you're
Oh,
like, no.
I thought you were saying his voice as Knuckles the Hedgehog.
That is what I was
sexy.
saying,
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
No.
Sorry. All right. So that was
I hadn't finished the question yet. And you
All
were
right,
already
sorry.
saying no.
Yeah, you already said
Right.
no.
No.
Okay. But his normal voice,
Sexy.
I agree.
yeah.
Like the rest
Okay.
of Idris Elba.
Black
Sure,
Superman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's Sonic open world game, Sonic Frontiers.
I got so much I can say about like my feelings about it, because like, being into Sonic for like the last my life.
Yeah.
There's been there have been a good assortment of games that come out that are either quality, that are either a little bit quality or not quality at all, right? And so like, I feel like lately we've not gotten a good 3D Sonic. Like the last good Sonic game was probably Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
But like Sonic Forces was like whatever.
Yeah.
It was kind of janky and like.
Yeah.
Not the level of what I would want from a Sonic game.
Yeah.
And like I really like Sonic Generations. I think that game is awesome. That was also like 2013,
Yeah.
2012 when that game came out. And so it's been a while,
Yeah.
and it's hard to it's hard to look forward to a 3D Sonic game just off the announcement of a new 3D Sonic game.
Sure.
But when the reports started coming out about Sonic Frontiers and it being open world, my immediate response was why? How? Like,
Yeah.
How fast is he gonna run?
yeah, like what are you gonna do with this? And a lot of the reports about it were that they were comparing it to Breath of the Wild in terms of like
yeah.
what their vision is for the game. And my immediate response was, you can't compare every open world to Breath of the Wild. Like everything can't be Breath of the Wild. I don't know if I want Sonic to be Breath of the Wild.
Is he gonna climb slowly?
Yeah, like is he gonna glide? Like
right.
what do you mean that you want a Sonic Breath of the Wild? But after seeing the trailer, the connections that I started making were that, I think the trailer reminds me a lot of something like Shadow Colossus in terms of like the open areas, and like I think there are like some big creatures and shit like that.
Sure.
And Breath of the Wild, I think, has a lot of DNA that can be linked back to something like Shadow Colossus.
Right.
Just again in terms of like open areas, like freedom to kind of explore, do what you want, and like the I think a lot of the ethos that goes into the design of the open world kind of feeds into Breath of the Wild, and I think some of those things also feed into things like Solar Ash or the Pathless, and I think that actually fits better as for what a Sonic game could be. Like
Blueprint in that.
yeah, like that kind of
Yeah.
blueprint. Like even playing Solar Ash this last week, I was like, dude, this game a Sonic game could feel like this.
Yeah.
Like that game is about momentum, like when
Yeah.
you're skating through the environments and like
I-
the flow of it.
I think I can disclose this. When I talked to Heart Machine about that game, literally 4 years ago, they said we're making Sonic Shadow of the Colossus, and I was like,
That's awesome.
okay, that's
makes
cool.
sense.
And they nailed that vision 4 years later, pretty much. So yeah, that would be a good.
But like, what if
blueprint.
Sonic can make Sonic Shadow Colossus?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
right. Yeah. That's amazing. Nikki, I already heard your thoughts about the TGAs. So. Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. All right, yeah, that's fine. New York City Football Club
You're
just
not
won.
the biggest Sonic fan,
I think he's fine.
right? He's fine, right?
It's all right.
What did because Frontiers made me kind of go. I play that.
I mean,
Sonic
I've
game."
said, but I've like reacted that way to every Sonic trailer since I played Sonic Adventure 2.
See, that's not. See, to me, I see a FromSoft game, and I go, I might play that next one, and I start it.
Yeah,
And
I've
I go,
never said that before
fuck.
in my life.
But the Sonic, I've never gotten past the trailer phase of a Sonic game, and now I'm like,
The idea
Okay.
for me in practice, the idea of Sonic the Hedgehog has always been more interesting than playing Sonic the Hedgehog.
right.
Just because of the way that I play video
You
games.
just really want a blue little mammal that eats chili dogs.
That's
The
all I
idea
like.
of it.
That is cool to me.
Sure.
Like if it was like, you remember that sushi mini game in Pokemon Stadium?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Wait, are you talking about the one with
The Lickitung?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, what if that was Sonic the Hedgehog and he was eating chili dogs?
Are you pitching like a Sonic party game? Because I'm totally
Yeah.
I am totally in. I think that would be awesome.
Like not even like one
need
step.
more of those.
We do.
Honestly, like Sonic should be treated the way that like Mario's treated in
Yeah.
terms of making a bunch of spin-off stuff.
Yes.
'Cause
Agreed.
here's the thing, like the Sonic, I say this to somebody that really likes Sonic. The Sonic brand is better than the Sonic games.
Yes.
Yes.
Like I'm a fan of Sonic not because the games are like 10 out of 10 quality. I'm a fan of Sonic just because like I don't know, man. Like it seems pretty. It seems
What
fun.
if a kid ran fast?
Yeah, like what if he had a hedgehog that was like blue and had like spiky hair
Yeah.
and could run really fast?
Yeah.
I think the like one, nostalgia plays a big part of it,
Sure.
right? Like growing up and having that to be a thing for me to connect to in the way that, I like Bugs Bunny, I like Mario, I like
Sure.
Mickey Mouse, I like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Sonic means a lot to me from that standpoint, and then also I feel like each generation kind of has like the Sonic games that kind of stick with people, and so like if you've been around for a while, or like if you came up during I think certain generations, I guess starting from Sega Genesis, I should say,
Yeah.
then you probably have a Sonic game that you can like look to as like like this was my Sonic game,
Right.
and I think it is a lot more about the connection and the memories and the brand than it is about like the actual individual quality
Yeah.
of the games.
Yeah.
And with that, they should take way more advantage of it because they have the racing games, like they have
Yeah,
Sonic
like,
Riders.
because they used
those are
when
legitimately
I
great.
was
Yeah.
when I was in middle school, I couldn't not trip over a Sonic the Hedgehog Nintendo DS game. Remember the one with the purple cat, Blaze?
the cat?
No,
Blaze?
no.
Purple,
Blaze?
purple.
Was it Blaze?
Yeah, her name is Blaze, right? Is Sonic Rush?
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
on the Nintendo DS.
I didn't have a DS. So I
Oh,
skipped
those
out.
games were cool. You
I
should
mean,
get a
like,
Nintendo DS.
the
There's a lot
Sonic-
of good stuff
Fucking
on there.
BioWare. Fucking BioWare made a Sonic
Oh
game.
yeah, the BioWare
Yeah.
Sonic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic game. There's the Sonic. I mean, there's the GBA has like the Sonic games on there as well.
Sonic Free Riders.
Oh yeah, like I mean,
Which was
Sega
silly.
All Stars Racing is pretty much Sonic, and there was the Sonic Team Racing that came out
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
Like they made a lot of racing games. Like make me a Sonic. I was gonna say make me a Sonic fighting game. They did do that.
They did do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And you know
Do
what?
it again.
Do it again. Remaster that game. It
Do
went
it.
really well last time.
They
I
put
mean,
it in
At least put
Lost
Fighters,
Judgment?
Fighters Mega Mix out there, please.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that game.
Really?
Yeah, not yesterday.
Oh, that's a great game.
It's a good game. You can fight as a car in that one.
Yeah, you can play
the car
as
from
you can
Daytona,
play as the
USA.
Daytona
Oh,
USA.
Playable
yes.
fighting character in the
Yeah.
video game.
I've seen that gameplay.
Sega
Yeah,
Mega
it's very
Sega
cool.
Meg
Played that
Sega Fighter Sega Mega Mind.
Illumitoon.
They gotta work. Sega
Illumination.
needs to work on their like titling of their things because like
Yeah.
I feel like Sega All Stars Racing Transformed is not
Bad
a good
name.
That's
Scarp.
a bad
No,
name.
bad name.
Sega
Sarp.
Ultimate Fighting Mega Mix, whatever you just said.
Fighters
Suffed.
Mega Mix. That's it.
Bad name.
Bad name.
No, we're gonna call it Sega Ultimate Fighting Mega Mix.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
what you
good.
said?
So-
Suffed.
I can
Suff.
if I try to Google it, I
Wait.
don't think Google will be able to correct me.
Suffem.
Suffem.
Suffem these nut. What? Yeah,
Yeah.
Start. Start.
Sega All Star Racing Transform.
Yeah, Cesart.
Yeah.
Cesart.
Sus art.
Cesart.
Cesario.
Sus art.
But I agree that like I feel like it's definitely Cesart. I definitely feel like the cultural.
Decorate the walls.
Walking through fucking MOBA, pointing at his statue. That shit sucks, bud.
Bro, the Mona Lisa. I don't know how I feel about that.
It's the Mona Lisa? Come on.
Mona Lisa. You mean to tell me she has moan in her name, bro? That's some sus art right there.
It's Venus de Milo girl not having any arms. What's up?
Her titties are just out.
What's she smiling about?
Yeah.
What's there to smile about right now? It's the 1800s. I don't know when the Mona Lisa got made. It's the 1800s. What's she smiling about?
Leonardo da Vinci and Deadwood.
Y'all ain't got Nintendo back there.
Oh God. Yeah, I think I agree. I think the cultural conversation about around Sonic is always so like joyous and light and like it feels good and,
Or
like,
horny.
Or it's horny.
Yeah.
That could be joyous and light too.
That's true. Actually, that's true.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's like it's so nice. And when I play the games, I'm like, I don't get any of that shit from these games. Really,
Well, the thing that's nice about the games, because like, I played a lot of Sonic,
Yeah.
but like, it's not like I'm playing on like a Souls game where it's like
Right.
a commitment. You know, when I play Sonic, I play and I finish the Sonic game in like a day or two,
Sure.
and then like I move on and I find another one, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna beat this game in 2 days.
Right.
And I think there's something about the accessibility of Sonic. Like people who had Sonic on the Genesis probably played Green Hill Zone or Emerald Island Zone for like,
Right.
or Emerald Hill Zone, not Island, Emerald Hill Zone for like, you know, like time after time after time again, right? Like
Yeah.
you play that level over and over again because like, you know, you hop in, you have like a quick run of Sonic and then you hop out.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the nice thing about it. And that's why like if they put out a Sonic game that's like 40 hours long, I'm not playing that. Yeah. I'm not doing
You
it.
don't have time.
Yeah, give me a nice like 8-hour Sonic game.
Now, what if they
I play for a
put
weekend.
Sonic in? Well, okay, so what if it was as long as Halo Infinite is?
How long is Halo Infinite?
Like 12 hours.
I mean, I could be down if it's good, which is like a tall order for
Yeah,
Sonic.
yeah.
Sometimes, like if it's a good, like this next Sonic game looks so far like it could be really good.
Yeah.
And if it is the Solar Ash like pathless equivalent Sonic game, then yeah, I'll play that for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Like that sounds relaxing. That sounds cool.
Are they putting a grappling hook in Sonic Frontiers?
Yes.
Honestly, that sounds dope.
No, yeah.
That
Like,
sounds
yes,
awesome.
I'm gonna go ahead and say yes.
Sure. All right.
I'm gonna say yeah too.
How long does it take? You can just get.
That would
video
fit.
games.
I think that would fit Sonic.
Yeah.
Even, like
That's like propulsion, right?
Yeah.
You gotta like it's a way to get yourself up to speed on a vertical way. In a vertical way.
Yeah,
be kinda cool.
Samus has grappling hook, and she can turn into ball and go fast.
Well, sure. Yeah.
So why not Sonic?
Yeah, that's her. Samus's favorite thing. I gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
I have
That's
to
what
go
she
fast.
says.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like thinking about. I really think Halo Infinite has like completely changed the way I think about like what a AAA game can
And thanks
be.
for talking about it all
Yeah,
the days I haven't been able to play
yeah,
it.
that's on you.
That's great.
John, you literally
I really want
last
to play that campaign.
literally last calendar year, John Warren said in Slack, he said, "Do not send me any more code."
I did say
He
that. 'cause
literally
I can't,
said
I
that.
can't be trusted with them because I won't do anything with them because I'm too busy.
And now he's been bitching about how he didn't get Halo code.
Right, yeah.
And it's like you literally said, "I don't want
Fine.
it."
You know what? It's fine.
Anyway,
I honestly, I respect that restraint. 'Cause, like,
Thank you.
my first year at work at Kind of Funny, like Greg would always come through and be like, "Hey, do you want the code for this? Do you want the code for that?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would always say yes, without
Right.
even thinking about like, am I gonna play this thing?
Right.
Like now I've come fully around, partly because now I'm the person that reaches out for codes,
Yeah.
and so it's become my responsibility, and I'm like, I'm less work for myself if I don't play everything. But like, I feel like there's always it's fun because Imran's in our Slack. Like I feel like there's always like somebody in our Slack who's like whenever I ask like, hey, who wants this code? I see name pop up and I'm like, you're not playing this game. This is sitting on your console.
I do that too. I do that too. There's always a free for all in our upcoming games channel on Slack where people will be like, "Who wants a code for this?" And like the second people go, I'm like, "You're not playing
Yeah.
that. You're not
yeah,
playing
that was
You're
me with Loop
not only
Hero.
are you're gonna play that, but you're not gonna do shit with it. You just want to play
Yeah.
it. That's fine. Yeah,
That was
you
me
can
with
always
Loop
tell.
Hero on
Yeah,
the
it's
Switch.
True. You were gonna make a point about Halo Infinite. I'm so
I don't
sorry.
fucking remember
You said
it
it's
anymore.
changed the way I've been thinking about.
Oh, because now I'm like, oh, what if you had restraint?
Oh, right. Okay.
Like, what if like you were allowed to make a Halo game, but then like the people at the top were like, yeah, but you can stop. Like it can end. And I'm like, oh.
Wait, are you saying Halo Infinite's too long?
No, it's the perfect length.
Oh,
because I feel like
okay.
there's a version of Halo Infinite, and I think
Yeah.
that's like in that Schreier piece. But
Yeah.
like there's a version of Halo Infinite that is like 60 fucking hours long,
Right.
where there's like way more open world stuff than
there's-
there
it's-
actually is.
It seems like from the reporting that that was
That's
probably
what it
what
was.
Yeah, I
was
mean they're
envisioned,
comparing
you know.
everything. They're comparing Halo to Breath of the Wild, which everything
Yeah.
is compared to
Yeah.
it. But like that seemed to be what they wanted it to be,
Right.
and in the time they've delayed it, they're like, well, we're scoping way back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that helped the video game.
Yeah.
So I hope that the lessons that other studios take from Halo, I think the success of Halo Infinite is
Yeah.
like, we can just make the game short.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you can still do all of the things that, like, if every video game is gonna try to be a Breath of the Wild, whatever that means.
Sure.
You can do those things and have those moments and create those
Yeah.
systemic
Dude,
interaction
That's
heavy
why-
stuff.
That's why I loved Outer Worlds, because like
Yes.
I love
Yeah.
RPGs, but I don't love
Yeah.
long ass games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like there are very few games that I'm gonna give like 80 hours to.
Right.
Right. And like for me, it's Persona.
Yeah.
I'll play a Persona game for 120 hours.
Sure.
But like Tales of Arise, I skipped out on because I knew that was gonna be a long ass game.
It's
right.
very
Like,
long, yeah.
There are plenty of RPGs in JRPG, whether it's JRPG or Western, doesn't matter. Like there are plenty of those where I'm like, I want to play this, but I don't have the time to like see it through. And
Yeah.
Outer Worlds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Outer Worlds was what, like I want to say 25
It's like
hours.
25
Yeah.
hours. It's the
Yeah.
perfect length for a video game.
Perfect length. Like I got my RPG fix. I got the progression. I got like all the stuff that I love
Yeah.
about that genre, and I was in and out, and it felt great.
I think that's the thing that freaks me out about Starfield. Because, like, I am excited about Starfield because they released that video and I'm like, oh, Todd, you haven't learned a damn lesson.
No.
Where they released that video and they were like, you can still pick up all of the coffee cups. And I'm like, all right, Todd. But, like, there is a world where Starfield could be 30 hours long instead of 80. And I'm pretty sure, like, I can't guarantee that.
Right.
But having played Fallout 4,
Wait, you spent 80 hours in Fallout 4?
I think so.
Oh, you did side quests. You just got a main line.
Yeah, but
what
like,
I did.
but I felt I
I mean,
was
like,
trying
4
to
Get it
hours.
over with as fast as possible.
I was trying to find the fun,
I feel that.
Yeah.
and I never found
You never
it.
found it. Yeah.
I didn't find it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think that's the thing. Like all the stuff that I've seen about Starfield is like so visually rich and interesting to me.
I love it so much.
and I'm like,
And it's gonna be long as hell. I can already tell.
I'm like, I don't know if I want to live here for 80 hours.
Yeah.
In November.
Right.
Todd,
Speak to him directly.
put your fucking video games out earlier in the year so I have more fucking time to play them. When do you think I'm gonna put the fuck? When do you think I'm gonna
Nikki
find?
Grayson calling for crunch at.
That's exactly
at-
what I was saying.
Get the game
Release
out
this
early.
game. Release the
I mean,
game next month.
technically, you can release it 3 months after it's
that's true.
slated, and
Yeah,
that
that's
counts.
true.
That makes it work.
But like, I don't know. They should stop putting. I think I've said there's so many solutions. The moratorium on video games. We just stop for a year.
Oh.
Everyone catches
Dude,
up.
I would love that.
Yeah,
Are you
that would
kidding
be
me?
great.
I would
We
absolutely
just
love
stop
that.
for a year. Everybody gets an extra year of dev time. Everyone catches up. That's
I can
option
finally
one.
play the other two Mass Effect games.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
I played the Mass Effect 1 in the Legendary Edition. It
Yeah.
was my first time playing. And I beat it. I was like, heck yeah, I can't wait to get to
Yeah.
the next ones. And I just never did.
Yeah,
Because
'cause
like,
when?
games keep stopping.
When are
or
you
keep
gonna?
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a game a month. There's one game,
One game.
One
month.
game
every month.
12 games a year.
12 games a year. Or we just stop doing all of this at all. And we all go home
all
and
shut
like
down.
shut the whole damn thing down.
Start
we get
watching
into
movies?
start watching movies or getting into like trees. Like we all get into
We get
bonsai
really
or
into
something.
Bonsai. All right. That's interesting.
There are a lot of options.
I'll do poetry. I think poetry
Yeah.
is
Poetry's
more my
cool,
jam.
Yeah. What y'all think about Todd Howard's bonsai?
Gross.
Whoa. We're talking about
That's sus, John.
sus art. That's wild.
I
That's sus
For
art.
some reason,
Todd Howard's bonsai.
For some reason, you tell me.
I don't even know what that's referred. That could be
I
referring to
mean,
multiple
so
things.
many things. Means so many things. For some
Todd
reason,
Howard.
you tell me you're into Starfield. It's surprising to me.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the idea
Okay.
of a game like that.
Right. That's why I think Outer Worlds is great because
Yes.
it is one of those.
Yes.
It's just they just got it.
Do you
off.
like the Bethesda games?
I do.
Okay.
But like, I really enjoyed my time with Skyrim, but then I tried to go back to Oblivion and Fallout 3 and was like, meh.
Really? So like
I'm good.
I have a theory. Well, it's not even a theory. I guess I think it's
It's a
just more,
fact.
more of a preference thing. It's a fact that I'm like stating. No, but I think like either you're a Fallout person or you're an Elder Scrolls person, and I
Yeah.
feel like the people that are both I think are way more rare than the people
Yeah.
that like because like for me I loved Fallout 3 and actually I really did like Fallout 4 a lot. But like Skyrim, I played like the first 15 hours of Skyrim twice. And for some reason, I just can't push through that game.
Yeah.
And like the next Elder Scrolls, I'm not necessarily looking forward to. Like there's something
Yeah.
about that kind of RPG that just, I guess like the high fantasy stuff that doesn't speak to me, even though it's the same developer, same level of writing,
Sure.
like same quality in a lot of ways. but like for some reason, Skyrim makes me fall asleep.
Yeah. I think my attachment to Skyrim is because that was like the first RPG in that style that I had ever played. Because like I had played like a lot of, like not even a lot. I beat the first 3 Final Fantasy games on the Game Boy Advance. I couldn't tell you a fucking thing that happens
about them?
Nope.
I don't think anyone else could either.
Couldn't tell you a damn thing.
They're not that notable.
But those were the longest games I had played up to that point.
Sure.
So then I was like, oh, so you're saying this video game, Skyrim, is long? And I was in like...
Sign me up.
I was in high school, and it was like...
I mean, that's the time, right?
Yeah, like
that's when you have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we didn't
right.
have that much money. Like, didn't have that much money, so it was like, oh, I can spend $60 and get. You're telling me there's like 80 hours of shit in this video game?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like, sign me up. Like I'll go on an adventure. I'll get lost.
And I did, and that was cool.
Yeah.
And then there's the big woolly mammoth, and then you go to sleep that one time, and then they kidnap you.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey yo.
That's in a lot of those games. So you go to sleep and then someone
didn't know
wakes
that.
you
Yeah,
up.
you
I
go
didn't
to
know that
sleep
could
and then you get
Yeah.
kidnapped. That's the
creepy.
beginning of the Dark Brotherhood
Yeah.
quest, right?
Yeah, that's the
cool
every
as
single
hell.
Darth Brotherhood quest starts that way.
Yeah.
Where you do something.
Yeah.
And then it gives you a message that says like, someone noticed this in the shadows or something. And then like the next time you go to sleep, you just wake up, like you're starting a conversation with someone in a tavern. You just black screen and then someone is like
Yeah.
looking right in your face going like, hello.
We've
That's
noticed
awesome.
we've noticed your dark deeds. We've brought you here to our lair. Yeah.
So it's
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That's pretty
it's
cool.
Pretty cool.
I know, like when I got kidnapped in Bloodborne, that was a really cool.
Oh,
moment.
yeah.
I was not expecting it. In fact, I was very
Sure.
terrified because
Yeah.
I started hacking at this guy that had a lot of health for some reason. I was like, what? It's like, why won't this guy die? And he like
Yeah.
kidnaps me, and I wake
Yeah.
up and I'm like, it's a cool thing.
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
video games should kidnap you.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Put more kidnapping in video games.
So I love
100%.
Nintendo.
I love that you played
Kidnapping like Mario. Play Mario Odyssey 2, all of a sudden it's like Bowser Well, I guess they already have kidnapping Mario.
Yeah, there is a lot of kidnapping. They started
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And I guess like Ganondorf kidnaps Zelda sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like there's already a lot of kidnapping that goes on in Nintendo games.
I mean, possession is kidnapping if you think about it.
Damn.
So Super Mario Odyssey.
Mario
Yeah.
Odyssey is
Yeah.
about kidnapping.
Wow.
Yeah. It's I always love finding people who play Mass Effect now, who didn't play it the first time around. So you played that for the first time this past year.
Yep.
What did you think? I mean, that's older game. I of course love that game. I loved it when I played it. I've been constantly just going like, does it hold up to brand new players? Like, what did you like about that experience?
I think it holds up in some ways. Like, of
Yeah.
course, I've only played Mass Effect 1.
Sure.
And I know 2 and 3
get
better.
Yeah, that's subjective. I think 1 is still the best, which is weird, but yeah.
But yeah, like, I mean, in terms of like mechanics, though,
Yes.
like there are things in 1 that I think, I guess playing as an action game makes it difficult because I think it's
Right.
more RPG focused in like how that stuff plays out. And so like, I think I was in the right mind state for it. I was in the right frame of mind going into it, and I had the understanding that this is a game from 2006,
Yeah.
or whenever it came
Yeah.
out. And I think with that, I actually had a really good time with it. Like I was fairly impressed upon like entering in the world and like opening up the codex or whatever it's called that
yeah.
like has all the
Yeah.
information about the different alien races and like what
Yeah.
all the different things are. That already from the get-go, I think really helped the game kind of like settle in for me and feel like it was vast in a way where the reason why I like Fallout 3 so much is because for me it was one like my first Bethesda Western RPG, but also it really felt like it was like open and vast in a way that I hadn't experienced before. And I think Mass Effect does a good job of like establishing that like through the lore and through the stuff that feels like it already exists by the time you step in.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I had a good time. Like even though a lot of the actual gameplay mechanics, like the gun fights and like driving the Mako Mako?
Yeah, the worst part about playing Mass Effect 1 is playing Mass Effect 1.
Yeah, those actual segments I think were a little rough to get through, but I wasn't mad at it. Like I think I very much had the understanding and was like, whatever, it is what it is. Like if
This
anything,
game is
I'm playing this to get to the
20
next
years
one.
old?
No, it's not 20 years old. It's like 14 years old.
No, I said it's almost 20 years old.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
sure.
come on,
It's rounding
so
up a
like,
lot.
Sure,
Yeah,
rounding up.
15 years. That's 5 years left.
Yeah,
before-
15 is most of the way to 20.
Okay, that's fair.
But yeah, I had a fun time with it.
Yeah, that's cool.
I can't wait to play the other ones someday.
In 2084.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. So Elden Ring won most anticipated for the second year in a row.
Yep.
That's really funny to me. Was that your choice? Do you think, or
For most, what was on the list? It was Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, Breath of the Wild 2.
That's funny. It was the only two I really cared about. I think God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah.
God of War, Horizon.
Horizon 2.
2.
Was Starfield on there?
Nope.
Oh.
It wasn't.
No one's looking forward to
guess Elden Ring is. I'm like, I anticipate all those games. Like, I'm excited for all of them.
Yeah.
Wait, Starfield wasn't on the list?
No,
No, I don't think
guess
so.
not. My take is just that, like, I feel like you shouldn't be able to win that award twice.
I mean,
I
it's,
feel that.
it's a comedy joke to win it
Yeah.
twice for sure.
It's like, also the game comes out in 2 months. I've said this 7
And I think, honestly, I think that's why I won, right? Because
Yeah.
like, it's the one that's like,
recency bias.
yeah, most tangible.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's the game that people feel like
Yeah.
you're actually gonna play, and like we're in the midst of anticipation right now.
Sure.
I almost feel like that one's a cheat to like for me to answer. But I guess that is up there. Breath of the Wild 2 is up there for me, but I guess like Breath of the Wild 1 is my favorite game of all time.
Me too.
And it's hard for me to get more excited about Breath of the Wild 2. Like I think that's one where I'm like, it has to be here. Like it has to be like it has to about to come out for me to start thinking about it more heavily, because like I can't obsess over this game for so many years straight. Starfield is definitely up there for me.
Yeah.
For like a game I'm excited about, even though like we don't know too much about it, but from what we've seen, I like it stylistically. I like it for the things that you've mentioned already, and like, you know, I like I like when like big AAA like devs do something different or have like start a new IP. Like that's always an exciting thing for me.
New stuff
like,
is fun.
Yeah, like new stuff is fun, and sometimes they miss the mark, but like when they hit the mark, I think they really hit the mark with new IP. And so like hopefully it's not a cyberpunk, and hopefully it is
Also,
something cool.
I think I think like one of the things that frustrates me, I think, about a lot of the sequel disease, right, is that like when you try new stuff, you fuck up because you're trying to do a thing you haven't done before.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you fuck up, it means that the next thing that you do, even if it's like Elder Scrolls, the whatever, 6,
Yeah.
will have lessons learned from the stuff that does not work correctly in Starfield.
Yeah.
And it's like it is easier to do that when you're trying to create something entirely new, as opposed to make the 6th Elder Scrolls game based only off of the learnings from Elder Scrolls 5 and Fallout 4.
Mm-hmm.
So
I totally feel that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the existence of Breath of the Wild 2 as a fellow super fan of that game?
I keep asking myself, is it gonna come out next year?
Right.
And I keep not wanting to get my hopes up and going, I'm sure they'll announce it for fall, and it gets delayed till 2023, and I just have to make peace with that.
Oh my God, 2020.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a real year, does it?
You just made that up.
No, it doesn't.
But it's one that like boggles me a little bit, because part of why I love Breath of the Wild 1 so much is because it was this evolution that felt different, that felt like vast, and like there, like every step I took in Breath of the Wild felt like I was experiencing something new and something different.
Every move you made.
Yeah, every step I made.
They were watching you.
I was being watched by Ganon, Calamity Ganon. But like Breath of the Wild 2, I think just has such a large task to like in front of it, right? To like try and like fill those shoes, try and like, you know, have that moment again. I think to some extent that's impossible. Especially if you are working off of the bones of the Breath of the Wild 1. It's like, cool, you can't introduce the physics system to me again.
Right.
I already know what the physics system is.
Yes.
I've already been blown away by this.
Yeah.
And so like they'll probably try to expand it, which is gonna be cool. But like
More physics.
but like, you know, is that going to like give me the same experience as playing Breath of the Wild 1 again? The answer is probably no.
Right.
And so I guess like I hope the dungeons are good. Like I hope
Right.
the world feels like I'm discovering shit again. Like you know, I think those are the things that it can do to I guess like push on and continue on the Breath of the Wild lineage, but I don't think it can be as special as Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it can capture that. I just think it can evolve it and just be more of that, you know, more of that sandbox in a way.
It's like, how do you make fire twice?
Yeah.
It reminds me of
felt-
Shadow
yeah.
Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War,
Yeah.
where
Right.
Shadow of Mordor came through with the Nemesis system, and
Yeah.
it was like my favorite game that year. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god,
It
this
was
shit is dope.
amazing.
And
Yeah.
then Shadow of War came through, and like it had the same Nemesis system, but they expanded it more. And for me, in some ways, I was like, I don't like this as much because
Yeah.
now it's like, what's the answer to making the next Shadow of Mordor game? Make more of what worked
Yeah.
before,
Right.
but also like more isn't always better.
Right.
And so like, I hope it's not that with Breath of the Wild 2. I hope like them going, and I don't know if they're thinking this way or not.
Right.
They're Nintendo, they're smart, they know what they're doing. But I hope it's not, all right, cool, the physics system is dope, add in more elements. Okay, now all of a sudden it feels messy to play because
Yeah.
there's too
Right,
much going on in the physics
Yeah.
system now. I hope it's not that.
Yeah, same. That makes sense.
Michael says hi.
Hey, Michael. Hope
What's
you're feeling
up?
good.
He says hi, Blast. I'm sorry I can't be there. That's
Aw.
How dare you?
Yeah,
Leave me
I-
here.
I think all of us here
Michael.
are in agreement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been
That
talking
we've
off
been
camera.
we've been talking. Yeah.
Off camera, we're like, how do we replace Michael with Blessing? A man who's never played Final Fantasy 14.
Congrats on the new job, then.
I mean, it would be interesting to see what those articles look like.
Yeah, see
I
how
love
I
that
take
idea.
on the job.
I had
Yeah.
another. Oh my god! I just had another great idea.
Okay,
I
what's your-
came up with the what if we had like a pool, like a video game staffer pool, where like people could just like be swapped in if there was no replacements.
Yeah.
But I think that we should do a website swap.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Can you elaborate?
No,
That
I feel like
By which
Kind of
websites?
Funny should run Fanbite for a week.
Oh,
and then we should run Kind of Funny
Funny?
for a week.
I think that is a good idea in theory, but it would be maybe the most terrible thing we could ever do because we
Yeah,
would take your website.
absolutely.
We would destroy
We would
Fanbite.
destroy
we would
your
destroy-
stuff.
are
It's
you kidding
mutually
me?
assured destruction.
Everyone would be like, "Who's this Mike Wazowski guy that took Greg's place?" Yeah, I mean, it's just like,
It's like,
yeah.
why haven't they been live in a week? It's like, oh yeah, they don't have the password to our Twitch channel.
Everyone just gets confused. They're like, "I thought Imran left. What the fuck? What's going on?" Yeah,
That's like the only common denominator.
yeah, that's true. We need more of those. Okay, so in honor of Michael Hyam, this has been
May he
established.
rest in peace.
Yeah.
No, not funny, Nikki. In honor of the fact that we now know that Michael Hyam told the EMTs that picked him up about Final Fantasy 14 almost immediately, what would you talk to EMTs about when they get to your house excitedly?
That's a really good
I
question.
love that question.
Yeah.
I think I would. Is my dog with me?
I don't know what happened to you two.
I think that's a question that I need answered.
Your dog is with you.
Okay, so then I can only talk about the dog.
Okay, so you would just talk to the EMTs about the dog.
Well, no, because that's the only thing they would ask.
Oh,
me
that's
about.
it. Okay, so they're not even attending to you.
No.
They're just attending
They're
to
like,
the dog.
"Oh my god."
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And I'm
That's-
like, I can't breathe.
okay.
And
all right.
then
What about you, Blessing? What did you do?
I'd probably like inquire if they had an N64 growing up.
Sure.
Like, oh yeah, you guys fuck with the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
I'll see.
Yeah.
I'll fuck with Nintendo 64. Oh, you guys see that they added the Switch game,
Yeah.
like the N64 games to the Switch.
Yeah.
Man, like back in the day, I used to fuck with like Mario Kart and shit.
Yeah. That's good.
It might for some reason I'm in a weird state. Like
Yeah.
I'm like I don't know. Like I woke up and like I woke up loopy.
Right.
I ate something the last
Yeah.
night and I had to call the EMT because
Sure.
like I'm loopy and like the first thing my mind goes to is N64.
You tell them about N64. I'd probably start telling them about the time that the Mr. Belvedere actor sat on his balls and they had to cancel filming for a week.
I do remember.
That's
that.
probably what happened. Yeah, that happened.
Wait, that happened?
Yeah, it happened. Yeah.
How big were his balls?
Pretty big.
Pretty big, obviously.
I've never
Sat right
well,
on him.
Yeah, no, I've never never sat on them to that extent.
you never Yokozuna on yeah, no.
That's
yeah.
wild.
Anyway, hi Michael. Thanks for watching.
Good for him.
And
bad for him.
Good for him and bad for him. Yeah, no.
Carrying
That's,
around just like
This is big sat.
what's a game that didn't get a lot of airplay at the TGAs? Either wasn't nominated, didn't win, didn't get talked about.
Call
that
of Duty Vanguard. Sorry.
yeah, that's definitely one. But what's one that you feel like probably deserves some recognition that didn't get talked about a lot?
Did Forgotten City didn't win best? Like,
No.
what,
It didn't win
debut?
anything.
Kino won both the indie things,
Somehow.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Forgotten City for sure is in there for me. I'm happy that it's nominated, but I would have loved to see it nominated for like more stuff. Returnal also Like, and I think that won Best Action.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it won something. But like, I really wanted it for like the Game of the Year nomination,
Yeah.
or like, I think it was nominated for Best Direction possibly.
I think it won best. No,
No.
I
it
think it
didn't
just
win
won the
best
best
action because Metroid won best action.
That was action adventure.
Action adventure.
There were 2 categories, Nikki.
I know
Yeah.
it confuses a lot of people.
Yeah.
It
I know.
like
I know.
when the nomination process
Just
for us, I
call
think
him-
like
just-
we were having the conversation of like,
Just call him something different, Joe.
dude, we're having the conversation because like we do we have like a Google Doc where
Yeah.
we compile
Yeah.
like, all of our like, all right, what is your pick for these
Yeah.
different categories, and like I think some of us had Hitman 3 for like best action.
Yeah.
And I was like, I feel like that's action adventure, guys. But like somebody was like, no, I don't, it's action. I was like, but like I don't know. I don't know how to categorize this stuff anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, Returnal. I would have loved more love for Returnal.
Yeah.
What else did I even play this year? Knockout. Did Knockout City?
It didn't really win anything.
We
I thought
nominated
I
that
thought
for
it
best
should've.
fighting game.
We did nominate that for best fighting.
You guys are
game.
insane. How dare you?
But it kind of made sense.
It's a fighting
When someone
game.
said we should nominate for fighting game, I was like, I kind of agree
Yeah.
with that. I don't know. It's
I would have flipped a table if I saw Knockout City in best
Hey,
fighting game.
You're actually convincing me that we should do the website swap more by this conversation.
I was actually impressed by the nominations that we had for best fighting game because like
Yeah.
I don't think I had heard of Melty Blood.
Me
And
neither.
once I saw it, I looked it up. I was like, oh, good for
for
them.
them,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, like somehow they got in despite like
Yeah.
I'm sure plenty of outlets are unaware of Melty Blood.
I mean, I swear to God, I was the only person that nominated Virtua Fighter 5 and it got there. Somehow.
Dude, I think that was one of my picks as well.
Yeah.
Wow, all two of you.
all
Congrats.
two of us.
two of us.
Yeah. What else did I played this year? I have like my loose list of like my top games of
What's
the
that
year.
about Sable?
Yeah, I was sad about Sable too.
Oh, yeah, Sable didn't get any
I
of
was, yes. I mean, it didn't even get best soundtrack.
Nope, it wasn't
Best
even
score
nominated.
Soundtrack wasn't even nominated. It was one of the best scores of the year. It was super good. You can
And
actually get that on
Wilderman.
Spotify right now.
Wow.
The score.
Get it on
It's very
vinyl if you're actually cool.
One game
Okay.
that like I understand why it didn't get more love, but like a game that I really liked was Riders Republic this year.
Yeah,
And like and it was I think it was nominated for
It was
best
nominated
sports.
for sports racing.
Yeah.
Sports racing, and like of
It's
course it's
also
not
weird.
gonna like beat Forza,
Forza,
and it shouldn't
yeah.
because
Yeah.
Forza is dope.
Forza's great.
But like that's a game that I wish, I wish that game got more like TLC.
Yeah.
Yes.
At launch because I think it's the core of it is fun and I
Yeah.
do think it's cool and I
Yeah.
do think it's good and I was hooked on it when
Yeah.
it came out.
It-
But I wish it got more support beyond what it
Yeah.
had.
Yeah.
That game for me does the thing that like Skate
Yes.
did for a
Yes.
long time where like I still as recently I actually still do, but I still have Skate 3 installed on my
Same.
Xbox
I do too.
because sometimes I'm just like, all right, I guess I have like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I'm waiting for an Uber or something.
25 minutes for an Uber.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
In-
but
in-
like
in
like
Providence, Rhode Island. There's
Okay,
one car
okay.
that they
It just circles around.
They pick everyone
Everybody
up
knows his name.
individually.
bus. No, I'm like I have that game on my Xbox so I can. It's like basically always in my quick resume. I turn it on.
Same.
I'm already in the fucking at the top of the super mega ultra park, and then I do 3 runs.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, great, what a good experience.
Yeah.
And Riders Republic does that, except they give you rocket
Yeah.
skis, and that's
Yeah.
very funny.
And they
That's
give you
very fun.
jetpacks and like
Yeah.
and honestly like a lot of the events they build around like the jetpack racing and like the ski events and like the trick stuff actually is like really fun
Yeah.
and like well thought out and like I have the same exact thing too where while playing it I was like this is reminding me of playing Skate like all the reasons I like Skate are the same reasons I like this. Did you play Skater XL by the way?
Yeah, I did. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, it was definitely like not great, but I played the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Like, I played so much Skater XL just for that same like. I don't know, man. I just want to fuck around and do some tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's a game that has 0 content,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but like the mechanics are
just
so
maps.
fun. Yeah, it's like those like 3 small maps
Yeah.
that you can skate around in, and like they have a list of like, okay, pull off all these tricks,
Yeah.
but that's about
That's
it.
the
Like
game.
Yeah.
I felt the same
I felt
way.
that way
oh.
about the ramp.
Is that was that the,
That's
like
the
the
It's a little
isometric one, right?
isometric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a tiny little sandbox. Has no
Yeah.
real objectives. Has a checklist of stuff.
Yeah.
But the physics were fun and like it was cute and
Yeah.
easy to get
Did y'all
into.
play
But anyway,
Session?
I
Is that
didn't.
out?
I watched you play Session.
Session, yes, is.
Is it like early access?
It might be an early access, but that's the one where you can each stick as a foot.
Yeah, that's what Skater
Skater
XL does as well.
but Session feels worse.
Stickfoot's my favorite
Really?
Christian band.
Stickfoot.
We have to go. We have to leave.
Yeah, but how did the 2 feet thing work? It
Bad.
didn't. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Skater XL is the same, but like
Yeah.
Session.
Oh, okay.
I think Skater XL like had made it work.
Yes. Session, I did not have a good time with.
When did Skate 4 come out?
2024.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Announced
on the same
here,
page.
fanbite exclusive.
Fanbite exclusive.
Confirmed.
Come in. Imran, nod your head if that's true. I'm just kidding.
It's a yes from Imran.
It's a yes from Imran. Yeah, we should get out of here kind of soon, I think.
Is there any good food around here?
Okay, honestly that was going to be my parting question. Is this your first time in LA, or have you been here?
I've been to LA before, but this is
Okay.
the longest I've been in
Longest in LA.
Yeah.
So, do you like to do anything while you're here?
McDonald's.
Ask people for food recommendations, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I'm confession. I'm not eating it all today.
Oh,
Damn.
But like, it was, the reason why
Listen.
is because I was out late last night drinking, and
Sure.
I woke up hungover, and so like I didn't
Ooh,
get out of my
what's that
bed.
like?
Oh my goodness, I didn't get out of my bed until like
Damn.
1
That's
p.m.
the dream.
That is.
I
And
mean, except the hangover part. I don't know what that's
Yeah.
like. But that's
yeah,
the
I feel
dream.
good now. Yeah, and like I was trying to figure out like what am I gonna do today because I had plans with
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
and like the plans keep getting like shifted and pushed and all these
Yeah.
things. And you know, like I walked out of my hotel room. I was like, I should get some food. I walked downstairs and like the food spots are closed.
That's what happened
Yeah.
here.
Because like breakfast
That's
was
what happened
over,
here.
and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, that makes sense, I guess. And like I walked outside thinking that like maybe there's something in walking distance. There was not anything in
Yeah.
walking distance, and so I was like, oh man, maybe I'll just go to the fanbike stream. Just
Yeah.
maybe I'll get food on the way. I did not get food on the way.
Well,
So I'm just sitting here hungry.
we have Pop Tarts.
There is a spot downstairs.
Like
I do
Pop-Tarts.
think it's open for lunch downstairs. It's not
probably.
bad. And there are a couple taquerias around here, but yeah. I don't practice taqueria. I got no crystal ball.
I might help Yelp. We're gonna see what Yelp can do. I also got to go back to my. So like I think I have plans later to like hang out with people.
Yeah.
But I gotta change to something fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
of course
like I
you
think
do.
the plan now, is to maybe eat food.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll think
you
about
should
eating.
eat.
I'll think
you
about it.
have
Okay.
to
You
eat.
I'll think
have
about
to
it.
eat.
Should is
I
not.
don't
the
even know
word
what
we
Chad's
should
saying.
use.
Chad is probably telling you to eat.
Yeah.
Like, I have to imagine.
I'll consider it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll consider it. But I'll probably go to my
Oh,
hotel.
yeah, I'll
after
circle
this.
back.
If I have time, I'll.
I feel a lot of
So-
pressure to dress nice. Well, I don't feel that much because I don't. But I feel a lot of pressure to dress nice when I'm in LA. So yeah, I think that's good. That's it. What?
Yeah.
What?
Do you have like an outfit?
Why?
Like
Why? What do you mean why? There's a lot of-
what's your
a
dress
lot of
fresh
people do.
outfit?
Yeah, what's your fresh dress? Because I worked with you in an office.
And
for,
you've never seen me wear anything fresh.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I
Well,
know.
no, that's not true. Sometimes you wear a fun button up.
Yeah,
With a
that's
fun
it.
pattern.
That's all I got.
Oh, okay.
That's my only move.
All right, well.
Yeah. You know why?
Why?
Not everything else makes me look like like a hobo wearing a barrel from a cartoon. That's the thing. That's the
That's
problem.
in the.
Yeah,
That's
in
cool.
though.
That's
I should
chic.
wear that.
Yeah, like if you just get really into like Yeezy clothes,
Yeah.
that
don't-
shit's bags anyway.
I don't think so.
No?
No. See, Paul's laughing hard.
Why?
It's like
It's a
I
good
don't think
idea.
that's a good idea.
Why
I think
not?
That's bad. I don't. But we did talk about it. Kanye's maybe back.
Kanye might be back.
Oh, well, define back. Because that album was fire. Is what I'll say.
Kanye, that album was good.
That set he did the other night
He's
was-
so
was
down
amazing.
bad. He's
Oh, I gotta watch
performing
that.
Gold Digger again.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that set list was crazy. It was great.
So
I gotta watch the.
I think
Yeah.
he might be
Kanye
back.
thing.
Anyway, I can't wear that stuff.
I heard. I saw like a clip of Drake performing one of the songs off of Kanye's album, and I find it so funny because I know he does not want to do any of this
No.
shit.
No.
Like Drake is like, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like
Drake's
Kanye-
like a fucking barnacle on a cruise ship right now. He's like, please.
like I feel like this is part of Kanye's plan to like just continually torment Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
It's a good plan.
it's like watching like I don't know, like the Joker and Batman of like
I'm gonna kill you.
like Kanye's just like, no, I want to like just torture you, like
Yeah.
emotionally. Like we're gonna make up, and you're gonna perform my songs
Yeah.
on stage,
Yeah.
and you're gonna like it. like
You said he only had 4 songs.
Oh, no, it was. I think it was 10 songs, but it was in between Kanye's set and his encore. So it was this like Oreo cookie of like
Terrible.
You're like great, and then like bathroom break, and then it's go back for Kanye. So it was interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have to get out of here. This has been a really good stream for us. We had some great guests. We'll be back tomorrow right here in this room 911.
is it really?
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
We're gonna have another block of guests and a lot of good chats. Nikki, thank you for hosting.
You're welcome.
Earlier and setting all of this up. Thank you to Funke for hosting. Thank you to Paul for all the work. Thanks to Imran. Thanks to Steven. Thanks to Kenneth. Thanks to all of our guests today. No,
perfect.
It's moral support.
Moral
Are you kidding
support.
me? Blessing. You've had a wonderful year professionally. I feel
Congrats.
like congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You're blessing
I
me
appreciate
too
it.
now.
I feel let's give it up. I feel like Kind of Funny is amazing. I watch more stuff because you're on it, legit.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So it's been awesome to see. What do you have some stuff to plug? Where can folks find you online?
You can find me online at Blessing Jr. on Twitter and on all social media. Follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to build my Instagram presence because like I've done a bad job of that. So follow me on Instagram. And yeah, of course, Kind of Funny. YouTube.com. So it's Kind of Funny Games. You want to check out any of the shows I'm on. Like Kind of Funny Games Day, they're a new show. PSLV XOXO, our PlayStation podcast. Kind of Funny Games Cast, where we review video games and talk about our impressions. There are plenty of things you can check out over there. Also, buy some sus art.
Yes.
Buy some sus art.
You have to buy sus art, please. You can find Nikki at Godsua on Twitter.
Aren't NFTs sus art?
Yep. That's
In that case, don't buy sus
That's the new fucking name. That is the new name for NFTs. It's just sus art.
Sus art.
You can find me at Floppy
It's like the
Dolph.
opposite of NFTs.
Yeah, that's true. You can find Fanbyte at Fanbyte Media and check us back here tomorrow. We'll see y'all later. Have a good Saturday.
Bye.